morning, good evening for everybody that's in the building. God bless to everybody that comes in the live stream. And hopefully you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night. And if you're not, hopefully it gets better. But I want to say God bless you. Keep your head up no matter what you're going through. God will always be with you. And I truly believe that. So, yeah, let's get to the topics of this live stream. We got a lot to talk about and not enough time to talk about it. And as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, there's a lot of rumors floating around, a lot of speculation when it comes to Joe Burrow. Also, we're going to talk about the Cowboys versus Vikings week 15. Hey, listen, we're going to beat the brakes off the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. We will beat the brakes off of the Cowboys, and there's nothing you can do to stop us. So we're going to talk about that. Shout out to Angel that's already in the building. What's going on as a Lions fan? You said no? Hey, listen, we going to see, bro. Prize is in the building. We got a lot of people in the building. Make sure y'all super Hawk smash that like button if you haven't already. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We will be going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing because at the end of the day, this is one YouTube family and sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Now, let's get to the topic of the video. Shout out to, let me get some shout outs. We got my bull 7100, 7100, what's going on? We got Prize in the building. What's going on? That's a problem. Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to talk about it in more detail. There's a lot to talk about, but the title of the video, should Vikings trade for Joe Burrow if possible, with a big question mark. And then we're going to talk about Vikings versus Cowboys game preview. This is week 15, NFL Talk with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Now listen, where should we start? Should we start with the game preview? Or should we start with the Joe Burrow rumors and speculation? You feel me? What should we talk about first, y'all? What should we talk about first? Vaz, what's good? He said, I bet you wish Rivers would go play for you. Hey, listen, I wish Joe Burrow could go play for us. I keep it real with you. I keep it real with you when it comes to that. He said, my boy said, as a Lions fan, heck no. He said, that's a problem. Hey, listen, it will be a huge problem if it happens. If it happens, y'all. Hey, listen, if it happens and the Vikings somehow, listen, we want to talk about it, y'all. Burrow's, you wide receiver, no things. Yeah, man, we going to dominate. The rumors is Burrow might retire. Listen, he might retire, but I think if he goes to the Vikings, he won't retire. I think if he comes to the Minnesota Vikings, he won't retire. Now, I got a question for the whole NFL world. All the Viking fans, all the fans all around the world, man. Don't matter if you were a Pittsburgh fan. Don't matter if you were an Eagle fan, a Lions fan, a Bears fan, a Packers fan, any type of fan. Well, I got a question for y'all. Imagine how would you feel if Joe Burrow went to the Vikings? Should the Vikings trade for Joe Burrow if it's a possibility to even trade for him? And what would you give up for him? I'm going to give you the negatives real quick. The only negative I can say about Joe Burrow, and y'all already know what the negative is. Everybody, if you in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Show a brother some love. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I go live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world, but I just want to bring everybody together. Whether you a Viking fan or not, whether you from a whole nother country, whether you from a whole nother continent, it doesn't matter. If you got good vibes, you're welcome to this YouTube channel. But let me say this, man. The only negative, matter of fact, let me look something up real quick, y'all. The only negative I have about Joe Burrow, because I feel like Joe Burrow is a top 4 quarterback. I think Joe Burrow is a top 4 quarterback in the NFL right now. And he's in his prime. The issue that I have with Joe Burrow is not about his talent. The issue I have with Joe Burrow is his health issue. He is injury prone, and I'm just being honest. But when the man plays, the Bengals are contenders. Let's keep it real. Even with a bad defense, the Bengals are contenders. Joe Burrow changes this team so drastically when he plays that they have a chance every year when he plays. The problem is he gets hurt. That's my only negative about Joe Burrow. He is 28 years old. not old at all. Well, actually, he's 29. He just turned 29, I believe, on the 10th. So he's 29. I don't know how many games he missed in his career, but I know it's been a few. He missed a few games in the last 3 years. I'm pretty sure he missed at least double digit in games, at least double digits, right? But the talent is so great. If you was to get a Joe, and this is, listen, I'm a JJ McCarthy guy. I'm neutral in the matter. But we have a Justin Jefferson. We have a Jordan Addison. We have a team that's ready to win now. So I understand people with the patience word, the keyword patience, but at the end of the day, how much time do you have when you have a Justin Jefferson not getting a single catch and touchdown since, so I don't know what week it's been. And then when Justin Jefferson requests a trade, yes, people are going to be like, oh, we're trading for first round picks. Okay, that's all good. Say we do trade Justin Jefferson and you can't replace him. And say JJ McCarthy, hypothetically speaking, ain't the guy in 2 or 3 years. So you traded away one of the greatest wide receivers in your franchise history and a quarterback that you put all this belief in, and he's not the guy. No, I know we got to be patient. He shows moments this year. I know this is only his 7th game. We just beat the Commanders. But if there's a possibility to go get a Joe Burrow, would you pass up on that opportunity? Say the Bengals said, I want JJ McCarthy and I want 2 first-round picks. Would you do that? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I am. And I say that respectfully for all the people that love JJ McCarthy. I like JJ McCarthy as well. But I'm going to win a Super Bowl more than anything. At the end of the day, I pick a potential, I know, injury-prone Joe Burrow. I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take the chance because I'm willing to take a chance of losing JJ McCarthy. I'm willing to take a chance of giving up first-round picks. Because you could build throughout the draft. You could build in the 2nd round, the 3rd round, the 4th round, the 5th round, the 6th round, the 7th round, undrafted free agents. You could build in the other rounds. The first round is not the only round that you can draft first-round talent in. You could draft a first-round talent in maybe the 3rd or 4th round. I'm just saying, because they just got bypassed. The scouts didn't see. Sometimes scouts miss. They're human at the end of the day. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. He said, if Dom, what's going on? Thank you for that, brother man. Shout out to you. God bless to you. Give me Jefferson, Grenard, Brian Murphy, Dallas Turner, first round, third. Nah, we ain't doing all that. We'll give you 2 first-round picks, and we'll give you JJ McCarthy if they want JJ McCarthy. If not JJ McCarthy, we'll give you Jonathan Grenard. Hey, you can have Jonathan Grenard, respectfully speaking. You can have Jonathan Grenard. We'll keep JJ McCarthy and let him learn from Joe Burrow. And when Joe Burrow is done, we have JJ McCarthy that can hop in. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind JJ McCarthy sitting a couple of years and watching one of the best quarterbacks play for the Vikings and us winning a couple of Super Bowls. And then once he retires, we got JJ McCarthy and we'll win some more Super Bowls. I wouldn't mind that. But you're not getting Justin Jefferson. You can have Byron Murphy. Hey, listen, you can have Grenard. You can have Byron Murphy. You're not getting Dallas Turner. You can get a first-round pick. You can get that, definitely. If you ever feel down, just know DJ Khaled said life is like Roblox, just keep. I like that, bro. Jefferson plus Burrow. Yes, I'm good. Yay, listen. Jefferson plus Joe Burrow. They talk about Jamar Chase, right? They talk about Jamar Chase putting up these numbers, right? Who's throwing him the ball most of the time? You talk about Justin Jefferson putting the numbers that he's putting up. Who's throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson most of the time? May I say more? May I say? Do I have to say more? I'm just saying. Imagine Joe Burrow, a healthy Joe Burrow, with a Justin Jefferson. Y'all ain't see the best of Justin Jefferson. Wait, if it happens, listen, I would do it. And I understand people ain't going to agree with me. But at the end of the day, I want a Super Bowl. And I'm not, listen, if we could keep JJ McCarthy, I would love to keep JJ. But if the trade is held up because of JJ McCarthy, I say this with all the love. I say this respectfully. I say this with all the love in the world, y'all. I will trade JJ McCarthy for Joe Burrow. And I know that he's injury prone, but we can say the same thing about JJ McCarthy. The only difference between Joe Burrow and JJ McCarthy is the money situation. So we're going to have to figure that out. And with JJ McCarthy, He hasn't been in the game long enough to accomplish what Joe Burrow has accomplished already in his career. So I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, would you trade for Joe Burrow? Would you trade for Joe Burrow if you could make it happen? I'm pretty sure 85% of the Viking fan base will say yes. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And if they say no, it's because they're thinking of injuries of Joe Burrow, which our quarterback is kind of getting injured sometimes. They're thinking of the money. They're thinking of first round picks. But you can have all the first round picks all you want. If they don't plan out, what's it matter? You know what you have in Joe Burrow. You don't know what you have in J.J. McCarthy. You have a Pro Bowl player, one of the best players in the NFL when healthy. You don't have to wait to develop a quarterback. You already got him. If you trade for him, I'm just saying, can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen? I like J.J. McCarthy. Don't get it twisted. But if we had an opportunity to trade for a Joe Burrow, because the man, this is what he said, y'all. And I'm going to get to the comments shortly. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button, because we are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But let me say this. Joe Burrow, this is what Andy Backstrom said, Yahoo Sports writer. This is what he said. Joe Burrow turned 29 years old on Wednesday. He just turned 29. Happy birthday to Joe Burrow. He authored arguably the greatest season in college football history, complete with the Heisman Trophy and an LSU national championship, become the number one overall pick in the NFL draft, led Cincinnati Bengals to a Super Bowl appearance, and made two Pro Bowls while winning a pair of NFL Comeback of the Year awards along the way. He's also turned his ACL, his MCL, costing him the tail end of his rookie season, suffered another season-ending injury in 2023 when he tore a ligament in the wrist of his throwing hand, sustained a turf toe injury this year. Dang, this man getting jacked up. This year, that requires surgery and a 2+ month recovery. Gosh, hey, listen, oh my gosh. It has been sacked at least 40 times in each of the 3 seasons he played 16 or more games. So we got to protect this man. We got to make sure we draft all the offensive linemen we could possibly draft. We got to protect him, man. If we make this trade, y'all, we got to protect Joe Burrow. Whatever it takes, protect this man. And shout out to Mike, shout out to Daniel, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to y'all. He said he's also He also torn his ACL, MCL. All right, read that. I think all right, this is what Joe Burrow said to reporters on his birthday. Let me say this again. This is what Joe Burrow said on his birthday. And people are saying he might be the next Andrew Luck. I did see that in the comments. People are saying he might retire. And we'll see what happens. But I'm looking at it differently. I'm looking at it that he don't want to be with the Bengals. He might want to go somewhere else. Now, if the Vikings are interested, make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Make it happen. All right, so this is what he said on his birthday, and I quote, "I think I've been through more than most," he told reporters on his birthday. He said, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body, so just trying to have fun doing it again. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear comments like that from a Pro Bowler, one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now, when you hear quotes like that, what is the first thoughts? The first thoughts that come to mind, he wants out of Cincinnati. The second thought that comes to mind, he might want to retire. The other thought that comes to mind is he's thinking about the Bengals not building a good defense around him. Imagine Joe Burrow being our quarterback right now with a top 10 defense right now. What will we be talking about right now? We will be talking about Super Bowl conversations. I'll tell you that right now. We wouldn't be having the conversation of, oh, well, we got to wait like 3-4 years and see if we can develop a quarterback, which that's what you got to do. When you draft a quarterback in the first round, you can't just listen. It's going to be a learning. It's going to be some ups and downs. You got to go through it. But we wouldn't be having this conversation if we had a Joe Burrow this season. We'll be talking about Super Bowl contention. And what's it all matter at the end of the day? The team matters at the end of the day. Winning a Super Bowl matters at the end of the day. Do we want to be a franchise that's known to win a lot of games and lose Super Bowls and we ain't never win? We've been there 4 times. At the end of the day, all that matters is winning a Super Bowl. It don't listen. Say we wait. Say we pass up. Say we could trade to get Joe Burrow, right? And say hypothetically speaking, JJ McCarthy in 4 years actually becomes what Joe Burrow is. I'm just saying. But we still win a Super Bowl with Joe Burrow. I mean, it still's a win-win. Because even though we let J.J. McCarthy go, if they happen to want J.J. McCarthy, you still win a Super Bowl with Joe Burrow, with a ready-to-win team right now. But the other side is this. Say Joe Burrow is available, the Vikings don't trade to get him, you keep J.J. McCarthy 3 to 4 seasons. I'm talking about 3 to 4 seasons later, J.J. McCarthy ain't the guy that we thought he could possibly be. And then we're looking around and we in the same situation. We're in the same situation where we have a mystery at quarterback. We're gonna have to draft another quarterback. And another quarter. Listen, I'm just saying hypothetically, I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I want him to be successful. But if a quarterback like this becomes available, like there's a few quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, I'm giving up anything for Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen, I'm giving up anything for Josh Allen. What's another quarterback that might be? What's another good top quarterback, y'all? Give me some top quarterbacks right now. You'll give up anything for. So it goes Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Drake May. I don't know. He's so young, but he's so good. But I would love Drake May, but that's another story for another day. Justin Herbert, I like him, but he ain't on that level of a Mahomes or Josh Allen. Who else is another quarterback, man? Maybe a Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's struggling, but still, I'll trade anything for Lamar Jackson. It is what it is. The problem is he wouldn't be the right fit, so I wouldn't trade him because we like to air the ball out a lot. So I don't know if Kevin O'Connell will be able to adjust to what Lamar Jackson does best. So we're not going to even talk about Lamar. But honestly, bro, those are the 3: Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. I'm trading anything. It is what it is. You can have 2 first-round picks, and you can have who else you want. You want anybody on our roster besides Justin Jefferson. You can have Jordan Addison. Hey, listen, you can have Jordan Addison. And if you want to improve your defense, you can have Jonathan Kennard. Oh, you know what else you can have? You can have Hargrave. You can have Jonathan Allen. You can have anybody on our defense. To be honest with you, to keep it all the way real, you can have any 1 or 2 players on our defense. It is what it is besides Dallas Turner. Everybody else, you can absolutely have. It is what it is. I say that respectfully. If I can get my franchise quarterback, I'm doing it. Lions on top. Let's get it. I would. Yeah, please, Joe Burrow. Yes, bro. Listen, I ain't trying to come at the bull. Joey B is a great quarterback, but he isn't worth trading for, in my opinion. It'll set your team future back a lot. So you better keep him healthy and win, or you're boned forever. No, I don't believe that. I disagree, because I look at it like this. What are you giving up? You giving up first-round picks. First-round picks ain't a guarantee. First-round picks ain't a guarantee. You know what I mean? And if we giving up first-round picks, they're gonna be late first-round picks, because we're gonna be winning the Super Bowl, or we're gonna be in the conversation every single year if he stays healthy. Now, I will agree, he's injury prone. That is my biggest concern. If he gets hurt, okay, we screwed. But at the end of the day, it's worth a try, bro, because our quarterback that we have right now, he began hurt as well. He missed his whole rookie season, and he missed about 5 games this season. So I'm just saying, and he's younger than Joe Burrow, and he's not as talented. He's not better than Joe Burrow right now. I don't want to say he's not as talented. He's not better than Joe Burrow right now. But you can also build your team in the other rounds. The first round is not the only round you could get Hall of Famers. There's Hall of Famers in every round in the NFL, even the 7th round, even undrafted free agents, 6th round, 5th round, every round. You just have to have good scouting. First round talent drops to the 2nd round. So, and you can always get back up into the first round by trading a second round pick or two to move up. I'm just saying, if you really want a first round pick there's a guy that you really want, you can always move players around, move draft picks around to move back up. Bengals would rather break Burrow than let him play somewhere else. Man's going the way of Andrew Luck. Yeah, I hope the Andrew Luck stuff doesn't happen, but I definitely agree with the Andrew Luck, man. I hope not, man. But yeah, hopefully my Bears don't overlook the Browns. They're top 10. Yeah, don't overlook them. Don't overlook them. And also Shadir Sanders is playing decent as well. Like, the man threw for 360 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for a touchdown. And his head coach took him out the game for 2-point conversions. 2 of them. Not 1, but 2-point conversions. So, yes, don't sleep on Shadir Sanders in that offense, bro. The Browns look decent. Bengals would never. You never know, bro. If, say, Joe Burrow requests a trade, what they going to do? Yeah, man, you already know. Grass, what's good? Y'all got to pay Burrow, and those picks are going to be gone. Better to prepare after getting an all-pro O-line first. Yeah, I agree. The O-line is my biggest concern. If you was to trade for a Joe Burrow, you got to make sure your O-line is the best. I'm talking about elite, and you better get a center. That's number one. The guards could be really good. The tackles can be really good, but that center position, you better make sure is on point. If there is no news about Vikings interested in Burrow, fire Crazy and KLC by Christmas. Yo, bro, if it happens, bro, people gonna be like, oh my gosh, Mike, you was tripping, but you right. Listen, bro, if there's an opportunity to get a Joe Burrow, you better do it. Just like if there was an opportunity to get a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes. Those are the only 3 quarterbacks that I'm willing to trade multiple first-round picks in a player. And when I say multiple, I'm talking about at least 2. I'm not going further than 2. If I give up 3, I better get a second-round pick or something. I better get something back. Bengals might need draft picks. Yeah, they might. They might want to go to another direction and rebuild. You never know. I'm just saying. Vikings will win a Super Bowl. Listen, bro. NY. Listen, bro. I'm trying to tell people, listen, I like JJ McCarthy, but bro, we got a ready-to-win team right now. And if people are literally telling me in the comments, we got to wait 3 seasons for us to be a contender. By the time we wait 3 seasons, will Justin Jefferson be on the team? And what if we wait 3 seasons, hypothetically speaking, and JJ McCarthy ain't the guy? I'm just saying, hypothetically. I'm not saying he won't be, but I'm saying, but it ain't a guarantee he will be. Because everybody be saying, you gotta wait like 4 seasons and you'll see how good he is. Bro, we don't got the time to wait 4 seasons. We have an already to win team right now. That's what people keep on forgetting. They want us to wait. Oh, well, the Packers did it. That's the Packers. We the Vikings. Why you keep comparing us to the Packers? The Packers have all-time great quarterbacks. Brett Favre is an all-time great quarterback. Aaron Rodgers had to sit behind him. Aaron Rodgers is an all-time great quarterback. Jordan Love had to sit behind him. So what you talking about? So if we get a Joe Burrow, guess who's going to have to sit behind him? JJ McCarthy is. JJ McCarthy's going to have to sit behind him. I don't want to trade JJ McCarthy, but I'm willing to let him sit another year or 2. I'm ready to let him sit a year or 2 if we have a chance to get a Joe Burrow. We trying to win a Super Bowl. Why everybody so butthurt when I say, oh, well, you're giving up on JJ because you want to get Joe Burrow? I'm not giving up on JJ. What I'm saying is I want to win a Super Bowl. The team is ready to win now. So why y'all want to wait 3-4 years and then, oh, the other token, well, what if he gets hurt? Well, then we're screwed. Obviously, we're screwed. If we trade for Joe Burrow, and then that's not even necessarily true. We still got picks. Like, people be making it seem like if we trade 3 first-round picks, I'd be like, oh, man. But if we trade 2, that's not bad, bro. Plenty of teams trade up in the draft for players that they don't even know is going to be good. How many times has a team traded up to get the first overall pick and they give up like 3 first-round picks and the guy that they trade up for ain't even good? This guy is a known good quarterback that got to the Super Bowl. He got to the Super Bowl. We haven't been to the Super Bowl since, bro, I don't even know when the last time the Vikings been to the Super Bowl. I wasn't born yet. I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't get to witness this stuff. So I'm trying to win. That's all I'm saying. This is nothing against J.J. McCarthy. I just want to win. And we have a ready-to-win team right now. So why not make the decision? This is nothing against J.J. McCarthy, but he's not ready right now. And if people keep telling me we got to wait 3 seasons, we don't have 3 seasons to waste. If you want to keep Justin Jefferson in the production, I know J.J.'s being nice. He's being a great leader, but at the end of the day, he wants to win as well. He wants to win as well. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know who else wants to win? Viking fans all around the world. Ain't nothing personal. We want to win. You know who else wants to win? Kevin O'Connell. You think if he has an opportunity to get a quarterback like Joe Burrow, even with all the him being injury prone and missing a lot of games in his career, bro, they going for it, bro. I'm telling you. I just agree with the Super Bowls, though. That means 31 teams season is pointless every year. You should want to be competing for championships, which allow you to go for Super Bowls. Huh? I disagree with the Super Bowls, though. What you mean? That means 31 team season are pointless every year. I don't want to say they're pointless, but if we have a Joe Burrow, he's 29 right now. If he stays healthy, he can play another 6-7 seasons, bro. And we're going to be contenders for 6-7 seasons if he stays healthy, bro. Easy. Because of how good he is. But honestly, bro, I'm not trying to I know it might sound kind of critical what I'm about to say, and I mean this in all due respect to all the teams that lose every year, but don't nobody care about the losers. Every year, they talk about the Super Bowl champion. They don't talk about the second place team. They don't talk about the third place team. They don't talk about, oh, I made it to the playoffs. Oh, yeah, I made it, but you lost in the first round. They don't talk about, I made it to the AFC Championship game. Oh, but I lost in the AFC Championship. They don't talk about none of that. They talk about who wins the Super Bowl. Because you can't, and I'm not saying that it's all right, well, there's not such thing as a great team that just keeps losing in the playoffs. I know Dan Marino is a great quarterback, never won it. Super Bowls mean a lot. And for a franchise that hasn't won a Super Bowl, we talking about a franchise, one of the most glorified franchises, maybe because I'm a Viking fan, I feel this way. We've been to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost all 4 times. We just trying to get a Super Bowl. We let the Eagles get their first Super Bowl before we. And I say that respectfully because I'm Philly everything besides NFL football. We let them win a Super Bowl in 2017, get their first Super Bowl. Now they got a second Super Bowl. It's dang, you can have if you can have a Pro Bowl quarterback, I'm willing to risk it. I'm willing to risk it, bro. I don't want Deshaun Watson. I say that respectfully. Bengals will want 7 picks minimum. 5 of those are first rounds. There's no way I'm doing that. You kind of look like Dalvin Cook. I get that all the time, but I'm not Dalvin Cook. Shout out to my guy, Dalvin Cook, man. Everybody in the building, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, and definitely hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world, and I'm not going to speak on it on this live, but y'all know what's going on. So the people that know. And I just want people to come together. It's deeper than sports for me. Yes, we talk about the Vikings. Yes, we talk about, and I give you my opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is always right, but for me, it's just to bring people together, to bring people together. There's so much hate going on around the whole entire world. And every single day I put the news on, there's always some bull crap happening. Every time I put on social media, I won't even be looking for the stuff. It just, such and such happened. It's crazy, bro. So this is the channel that I want people to come to vibe. It's okay to agree. It's okay to agree to disagree with somebody. Just be respectful in the comments. Good vibes over bad vibes. Please keep it PG in the comments. And like I said, it's okay to agree to disagree. Don't call nobody out their name. And like I said, it's all love at the end of the day. I am not right about a lot of things that I speak about. I'm right about some things, but not everything. And it's okay to disagree with what I say. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get butthurt if someone disagrees with what I'm saying. It is what it is. We all different for a reason. We all think differently. That's how listen, my mindset, I'm going all in for Joe Burrow. Some people are like, oh, no, we can't do that. So it's a beautiful thing, though. We all think differently. And I'm going to talk about the Vikings versus the Cowboys real soon, but I had to get this off my chest because, man, it's a lot going on right now, man. It's a lot going on. I wish I could talk about it on this live stream, but I'm not because it's not that type of channel. But, man, there's so much evil going on, man. I just want people to come together. That's all this. This is my biggest mission on this channel. That's what it is. Bring people together. Whether you're from another continent, another country, another city, another state, if you're from another galaxy, if you're from Pluto, Venus, Saturn, I know another, like everywhere, it don't matter. All I ask, if you are an alien from outer space, and I said this numerous times, let me know, because I don't want the man in black coming to my house talking about you got a big green head and you like, hey, Mike Sports Lives, you said that I'll vibe with you. And I'm like, hey, bruh, slow your roll, slow your roll. Let me call somebody and I'll get back at you. So if you an alien, you listening to me, respectfully, let me know first. So I don't want the men in black coming to my house. That's all I say. That's all I say. Everybody's welcome though. But getting back to what I was saying, man, like, listen, y'all. I like Joe Burrow. I think he's a very good quarterback. I understand why people will be hesitant to go the route that I'm thinking. But I say this with all due respect, and I say this with all love. At the end of the day, what are we trying to do? Are we just trying to get into the playoffs and lose every year? Or are we trying to actually contend? Even when we were getting to the playoffs with Kirk Cousins, did you realistically think we had a chance? I didn't think. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to say Kirk Cousins was a bad quarterback, but he don't got that it factor. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest right here. When it came to Sam Darnold, that was a shock. But I like Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold could get the job done if you build around him. Case Keenum, when we got to the NFC Championship game against the Eagles, that was a beatdown, but I had a lot of confidence in him. The best chance that we had to win the Super Bowl is when we had Brett Favre in 2008 or 2009. That was the best chance we had, bro. That was the best chance. And I'm tired of being the only franchise that won the most games in the NFL history without a Super Bowl. I'm tired of being the only team, no, not the only team in our division. The Lions never won a Super Bowl either. But I don't, listen, respectfully, I ain't worried about the Lions. I want to get a Super Bowl before the Lions. It is what it is. I want a Super Bowl before the Lions do. For real, I ain't worrying about the Lions, respectfully. Shout out to the Lion fans, but I'm not worrying about y'all. I hope you lose. I said this before. I said it with all due respect and all love, but I hope the Lions lose if they get to the playoffs. But anyway, let me get to the comments, and I'm going to get to the game preview. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, I'll take Brock Purdy. Yeah. A lot of hidden talent took in the battle from the Pats. He was projected to be a first-round pick. Yeah, man. What up, Battle? What's good? My brother is in the building. Heavy hitter. What's good with you, my guy? Vikings should have drafted Dart. Oh, don't talk about it. Shadir is throwing dimes. Mike, I'm trying not to even talk about Shadir. You want to know why? You want to know why I don't want to talk about Shadir? Because I don't want Viking fans getting into their feelings too much. Because when I talk about Shadir, it seems like people get way too worked up. Even though I will say this, though. Because someone had a question. It was like, who's better right now? J.J. McCarthy or Shadir Sanders? Matter of fact, I'm going to ask y'all that question. Who is playing better right now in just the amount of games they play? I know they both played. I think Shadir played 3. J.J. played 7. So right now, you don't know what the career is going to be. If you had to choose one, say you was from a whole nother galaxy, and you got the statistics, and you know, and you see the player on that field for the amount of games that they played, who would you choose? Shadir or J.J. McCarthy? I'm just asking y'all. I'm not going to answer it. No one is giving a franchise quarterback for 2 first rounds. That's just not going to happen. You're giving up your best defender and 2 first-round picks probably. Yo, you know what? I agree with that. I'm giving up 2 first-round picks. I'm not giving up Dallas Turner, but you can have everybody else. Anybody. Jonathan, Andrew, Blake, anybody you want, you can have. I want Dallas Turner. That's it. You can have anybody. And you can also have a 2nd-round pick. I don't care. Give me my franchise quarterback. I'll do it. Did you hear if the Bears when the Vikings are officially out? Yeah, we ain't worried about that. I'm not even worried about the playoffs though. I'm worried about developing of JJ McCarthy. I just hope the best for the man. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If Joe Burrow is on the on the trade block, if he does end up getting traded, I hope he comes to the Vikings. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'm not trying to be. I'm not a JJ McCarthy hater. I just want to win a Super Bowl. 31-0. Yeah. Teams need to get back to develop these quarterbacks. If not, it overall hurt the game. We need a bridge style quarterback and allow the young quarterback to develop. Some quarterbacks not ready. That's 100% true. And I think you're 100% correct with JJ McCarthy. I think we should have had, who did we have in the building? We had Sam Howell, bro. We had Sam Howell as our backup quarterback. What was they thinking? And then they got Carson Wentz later. Why wouldn't you go get a backup quarterback prior to the season? It makes no sense, bro. And I agree. Some quarterbacks are ready to play. Some quarterbacks ain't. We know JJ McCarthy, he sat 1 year because of injury. Not because he sat behind someone. It's because of an injury. So I just want to just make sure I clarify that. And this year he got hurt again. And we're just going to hope the best. If you're not talking about winning championships, that's on you. That's an accomplishment in itself. Only to a year happens. That is true. Shout out to everybody in the building. Almost every team should trade for Joe Burrow if possible. Hey, for real. For real. I know I'm not tripping about this. Like, who wouldn't want a Joe Burrow? Like, if you don't want a Joe Burrow, you must got a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen. You must got a Lamar Jackson. Like, who's better? Can you name quarterbacks that's better than Joe Burrow? If Joe Burrow is healthy, what quarterbacks are realistically better than Joe Burrow? Well, name 5 quarterbacks better than Joe Burrow. Please name them. Please name them. Y'all should try out Russell Wilson. No, I don't want Russell Wilson, respectfully. I don't want Russell Wilson. Opinions on Drake May. I love Drake May. Y'all know how I feel about Drake May. Why would anyone want... My boy Mike already said, why would anybody want Russell Wilson? He's been watched for 3... Listen, bro. Listen. My boy Mike is on point. I don't think Russ has a Super Bowl in him. Would you like Dak? I like Dak, but no. I'd rather have a Joe Burrow if I was going to trade for someone. But I will say this though: if the Cowboys were willing to give up Dak for just a 1 first-round pick, I'll do it. Shadir and let JJ McCarthy sit behind Dak, I'll do that in a heartbeat. Dak is a good quarterback, y'all. And I'm saying that, listen, I'm not going to hate on the Cowboys, even though Stephen A. Smith says what can go wrong will go wrong, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. He said, everybody say Shadir. Oh, wow. Shadir playing way better, but if McCarthy puts up more games like Commanders game than him. Okay. Sanders is definitely playing better, and I'm a Packers fan, so I have biased opinion. Oh, wow. McCarthy, JJ. So we got JJ. Neither one the teams they faced were trash by NFL standards. Let's do these 4 games, then let the offseason be. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Joe been to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Joe been to the Super Bowl. Nah, Shadir's making great throws. Doesn't matter who he. Oh, man, Mike is disagreeing with that. Defenders are draped on the receivers, and he's dropping it in perfectly. Hey, listen, bro. I'm just asking a question. JJ is back. Yeah. I have Cam Ward and Michael Penix, and I don't want to trade for Joe Burrow. Not because I think they're better. It put you so far back. I don't agree with that, bro. I feel like it puts you forward. Because why do you have to trade? Why, if you could, for instance, Michael Penix, if you could have Michael Penix sit behind Joe Burrow for a couple years or 3 years, I'll do that. And I feel like if you win the Super Bowl, I'm just saying you got the best chance right now. And it's not like Joe Burrow is like in his late 30s or mid 30s. He's in his 20s. He's 20. What is he? 29. So he got time behind him, and he's not that much older than all these other quarterbacks. Yeah, a few years, probably like 6 years at the most. It ain't like he's a grandpa. You know what I mean? And the only issue with Joe Burrow is he is injury prone. Who would you rather have as a quarterback, Prime Rodgers or Prime, bro? And I say this respectfully, bro. I say this with all due respect to the great Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. I'm going Tom Brady all day, bro. My boy Drake May could have led your squad to a Super Bowl. Oh man, if Shador wasn't there's no way he falls out of second round. It had to be in Daddy's fault at least a little. Yeah, I don't even want to get into all that. All I know is, they're both young quarterbacks. I just want to put the question out, and I'm gonna say to be continued when it comes to Shadir Sanders and JJ McCarthy comparison. But I honestly, bro, um, I can't imagine what Shadir would do on this offense though, because Kevin O'Connell likes to air that ball out. And the one thing I realized Shadir can do is air that ball out. But my whole thing is this. Does Shadir Sanders have that it factor like JJ? I know this might sound crazy, but I really feel like JJ McCarthy has that it factor when it comes to like when the game is on the line and he's down by a field goal. I feel like he's one of them dudes that really turns it up a notch. And I seen it against the Bears twice. He beat the Bears in week 1, and he almost beat the Bears again, but the Bears got a last second field goal. So I haven't seen Shadir do that. But I will admit, Shadir has impressed me. And when people told me that he's a 5th round pick, I mean, he was supposed to drop because he wasn't good. Like, forget the off the field stuff, right? For a second. People told me that Shadir Sanders couldn't play football. People told me he couldn't throw. People told me he wasn't accurate. People told me he couldn't read defenses. People told me he wasn't athletic. People told me the man sucks. That's what I heard about Shadir Sanders. Now it's like, oh, he's not going against nobody good. Well, you play who you play, bro. Like, I'm not taking away Shadir and him beating the Titans. They got a couple of good players on the Titans defense. They're not the worst. They're not worse than the Commanders defense. And I'm not even taking none away from JJ McCarthy. I understand it was the Commanders. He about to go against another bad defense in the Cowboys. As long as you win, I don't care about how good the defense is on the opposing team. All I care about is my team and my quarterback making plays so we can get the dub. That's all that matters to me. I just want to win. And I feel like JJ McCarthy is going to have another game against the Cowboys. And that's my segue into this next topic. Cowboys versus the Vikings. The Vikings are going to Jerry's World. The Vikings are traveling to Jerry's World. And by the end of the night, it's going to be the Vikings World. That sounds kind of corny, but it is what it is. We will beat the Cowboys. And by the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button. Super Hawk smash that like button. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, if you already subbed, thank you so much. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody that hasn't hit the like button or who hasn't subbed. If you already subbed, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. Salute to everybody in the building. All right, now let's get to the game preview, y'all. And this is just my opinion. Just because, right, I feel this way, right, doesn't mean I'm right. Because I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this potential game, right? Against the Cowboys. I feel like the Vikings will beat the Cowboys 30-17. I'm going to keep that score. I had that same score against the Commanders, and I underestimated the Vikings defense once again because they shut out the Commanders. So when you talk about the Cowboys, when you talk about the stat, or matter of fact, let's start with the injury report. The Vikings. I'm going to start with the Vikings first. My guy, Christian Darrisaw, did not practice Wednesday or Thursday. I am nervous about that. Jordan Addison, wide receiver, Achilles, limited practice Wednesday, limited practice Thursday. I am nervous about that. TJ Hawkinson, shin, limited practice Thursday. I'm not liking that. Aaron Jones, running back, shoulder, limited practice. Let me skip a couple ones that I'm really concerned. All right, so Josh Metellus, safety, shoulder, limited practice. Dang, everybody got Donovan Jackson, ankle, full practice. I'm happy about that. Theo Jackson, neck, full practice. Levi Drake Rodriguez, full practice. Jonathan Allen, full practice on Thursday. Hargrave, full practice. Justin Jefferson, I think it's just rest for them. So that's it for the Vikings. Now for the Cowboys, people were trying to tell me that the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb is not going to play. He going to play, bro. In my opinion, he going to play. I might be wrong, but I think CeeDee Lamb is going to play. He had full practice this Thursday. Trevon Diggs, limited practice. Jadeveon Clowney, I didn't even know he was on the Cowboys, bro. That's funny. Limited practice. Malik Hooker, full practice. Donovan Wilson, full practice. Yeah, just to name a few. So the biggest name on there is Diggs and CeeDee Lamb. We'll see what happens with them. But let's talk about the Cowboys, man. I got to give them credit when it comes to offense. According to Fox Sports, when it comes to total offense, the Cowboys are number 1 in the whole entire NFL. So, Cowboys are number 1 in the whole entire NFL. I'm not making this up. I know people want to clown the Cowboys. Oh, they not. Listen, Dak Prescott is playing at an elite level. This offense is the most explosive offense in the game right now. And according to Fox Sports, in total offense, they are number 1. Offense yards on average per game is 394 yards. Their offense scored 42 touchdowns this season. Now, when you talk about their passing offense, they're number 1. George Pickens is leading the Cowboys with receiving yards. They also have CeeDee Lamb, and they also have, what's their tight end's name? I forgot their tight end's name. But George Pickens is leading the Cowboys with 1,179 receiving yards. Let me look and see what CeeDee Lamb's doing real quick because I'm being nosy because we're doing this preview. All right, CeeDee Lamb has 865 yards because he missed some games as well. Their tight end, who's their tight end? Jake Ferguson has 554 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. But the number 1 wide receiver right now is George Pickens on the Cowboys. But honestly, CeeDee Lamb can honestly dominate as well. So it's going to be very hard for the Minnesota Vikings secondary to stay in front of George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb if CeeDee Lamb does play. I will admit to all that. Now, when you talk about rushing, when it comes to rushing, they're a good running game. They have a good running game as well. Hold on, I'm trying to look at where they're at. Where do they rank? Where do they rank? Maybe I spoke too soon about the running game. Vikings are 24th. Cowboys are middle. They're number 16. They average in running. They average. So the Cowboys are average when it comes to running. When it comes to scoring offense, the Cowboys are number 3. They're averaging 29.3 points a game. Shout out to Mike. He said Prescott is playing with 2 number 1 receivers and number 5 to 10 running back. Yes, he's better. He better be. Mike ain't giving him the credit. Well, you give him the credit, but you like, man, he got all that talent. I feel you, though, bro. I feel you. Clowney destroyed the Chiefs. Yes. Do you think Jefferson is going to be traded by the next 2? I hope not. Time will tell. But I tell you this as a Viking fan, if we don't get it together offensively consistently, right, we might be in trouble. I'm just being honest. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Justin Jefferson don't care about getting the ball like that. Maybe he don't really care. As long as we win, if we win, maybe he won't say nothing. He might be closed mouth. He might not say nothing. But if we lose and he's not getting the ball, I'm sorry. I got to say this. I guarantee you. I'm not going to guarantee. I'm about 95% sure Justin Jefferson is going to say something. If we lose and he don't get the ball, I'm going to speak about it. And he's going to speak about it. So if we win, he's not going to really say nothing. If we win, Justin Jefferson is not going to request a trade. Probably, if he doesn't get the ball. But if he gets the ball and we're winning, that's even better. That's what we want. We want to win and be able to find one of the best wide receivers in the game. It shouldn't be this difficult to get the ball to Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the game. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. These guys are quitting or coach is resting them. Yeah. 35-17 over the Cowboys. Let's get it. Tonight, do you think Mike Evans going to have a good game? I love Mike Evans, man. One of my favorite wide receivers in the game. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a good question. I got to really think about that. How do you feel about Trailblazers? Oh, my gosh. The Trailblazers? No comments. I don't know what to say about the Trailblazers right now. I know for one thing, my Sixers ain't doing the best. I hope we don't get Burrow. He's more injury prone than McCarthy. Whew. You could be 100% correct. You could be 100% correct. But what I will say is McCarthy's younger and he's been injured a whole season and then another 5-6 games this season. So it's not that far when you talk about injuries. But what I will say, the benefit of J.J. McCarthy is his contract. You could build around him a little bit easier than a Joe Burrow contract. But at the end of the day, bro, the one thing that you got to admit to this is Joe Burrow, when he is healthy, is a top 5, top 3 quarterback in the game. You can't name 5 quarterbacks better than Joe Burrow. I don't think you can. There's not many better, and you probably can't even name 3. You probably going to put Patrick Mahomes. You're probably going to put Josh Allen. Who else? Who better than Joe Burrow when he's healthy? I'm talking about overall quarterback. There's not many quarterbacks better than Joe Burrow. And we have a ready-to-win team right now. I'm not saying that J.J. McCarthy can't be good. This is not me hating on J.J. McCarthy. I wouldn't mind trading for Joe Burrow and still keeping J.J. McCarthy because I know for a fact you could build a team with other rounds. It doesn't have to be just the first round. If you have to give up two first-round picks and a second-round pick or whatever, so be it, bro. That's how I look at it because I want to win a Super Bowl more than anything right now. I would trade Jefferson if I could get 2 first rounds for him. Imagine defense O-line with that. Yeah, if he requests a trade, you're going to have to do what you have to do. But I don't think anybody's trading 2 first-round picks for JJ. I don't know. When's the last time a wide receiver got traded for 2 first-round picks? I don't know. The Vikes deserve some hardware. Yeah, y'all put too much time. Yeah, bro. We trying to get a Super Bowl. People be thinking I'm hating, bro. People think I'm hating on JJ. I'm not hating on JJ. I like JJ. I just want to win. That's all it is, bro. It's not me trying to rush JJ. I feel like the team rushed him. It wasn't my fault that they put JJ in. How do I have control of the situation? I'm not the one that gave up Sam Darnold and didn't franchise tag him. I'm not the one that gave up on Danny Dimes. I'm not the one that started JJ week 1. I'm not that guy. I don't got no power when it comes to the Vikings and what they're doing. I'm just speaking on what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is a team that had inspirations to contend this year, and we're nowhere close. And I say that respectfully because I love my Vikings, but I got to keep it real. But getting back to what I was saying, Cowboys have the 3rd overall when it comes to scoring offense. Now, that's all I'm really going to talk about when it comes to the offense. We know the Cowboys have the number 1 offense in the game. Now, compared to the Vikings, though, I got to be real because I am a Vikings fan. I'm not going to just skip over the Vikings. I got to be real. The Vikings offense is number 28 in total offense. And as a Viking fan, that's disappointing. Let's keep it real. We can't be Viking fans and not be able to speak on our team. Just because the Vikings are our favorite team, we got to keep it real. This offense has been more disappointing than anything this season. Let's keep it real. I just want them to do better. And it's not all on J.J. McCarthy. I say it's on play calling. It's not all on Carson Wentz. I think it's on play calling. Max Brosmer, I think it was play calling. But Max Brosmer was not supposed to play that game. Let's keep it real. I hyped him up, but still. He wasn't supposed to play that game. We're number 28, y'all. Like, come on, bro. How many teams are in the NFL, y'all? There's 32 teams in the NFL. And the Minnesota Vikings are ranked number 28. Number 28 in total offense. Are you kidding me? With one of the best wide receivers in the game. Aaron Jones is playing good. Jordan Mason. I know our offensive line hasn't been healthy, but we got Jordan Addison as well. Come on, bro. You can't make this stuff up, man. We number 28. Are you serious? Compared to our defense is number 8. How is our defense still number 8 and our offense is ranked 28th? Number 8 for total defense for the Vikings and number 28th ranked in total offense for the Vikings. Imagine if our offense was number 15. Imagine if our offense was number, let's say, I say 15 to like 8. 15 to 8. Our defense would be so much better. Our team, we would be the best, probably the best team in the NFC North Division. My bad, I'm going on a rant right now. My bad, bro. Y'all, I'm just a passionate Viking fan. Isaiah Rodgers got benched for found out what you. Oh, for real, he got benched. Oh my gosh, I don't know, bro. I got to look into that. I think that who you gonna replace him for? That's what who you gonna replace him with? I mean, gotta stop doing wide receiver screens to JJ. He keeps getting negative yards as his first reception and only gets 2 to 3 catches. It sucks, Mike. That's what I'm saying, bro. We number 28th in offense, bro, with an offensive-minded head coach. Do y'all understand how bad that sounds? We have an offensive-minded head coach, and we're number 28. Even though we have a first-year quarterback, we should be looking better than this, y'all. Like, come on, bro. We got to have higher standards. I'm not saying we got to be the number 1 offense, but can we at least be middle pack? Like, can we at least be number 15 or 16? Do we have to be number 28 out of 32 teams? Do we really have to be that bad offensively? Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? People getting their feelings. Oh, you're coming at Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell is the greatest coach in Minnesota Vikings. No, he's not. No, he's not. And listen, I'm not coming at Kevin O'Connell. I'm speaking facts. He's the play caller. Yes, he's been a decent coach when it comes to wins in the regular season. But what has he done in the playoffs? And this is all I'm saying. I'm not saying Kevin O'Connell should get fired right now. But if he doesn't have a good game plan against the Cowboys' bad defense and JJ McCarthy doesn't look good, I'm not blaming JJ McCarthy. I'm blaming Kevin O'Connell. Listen, I said this once, I'm going to say it again. The reason why our offense isn't as good is because of Kevin O'Connell's play calling, and people don't like when I say that. Some Viking fans hate when I say that. They be like, oh my gosh, how can you hate on the great coach? Bro, it's all JJ McCarthy's fault. No, it's not. He's a first-year quarter. And listen, this is not me trying to make excuses, but I'm just being honest. He's a first-year quarterback that missed his whole rookie season due to an injury, and plus him, Darnold played amazing. You gonna put all the pressure on a young quarterback, giving him the whole playbook. Oh, listen, you gotta know it. You gotta run these type of plays, bro. You gotta ease them in. You gotta ease the playbook and call plays that can help him early on. So when he does get like rhythm and more confidence to run the offense, then you could open up the playbook a lot more. Joe Burrow will be a 49ers if you don't hurry. Hey, listen, I don't see him go to the 49ers. And if they do, we'll take Brock Purdy off their hands. We'll take him. When was Joey B's last full season? That's the issue. Let me look that up right now. How many games are in the season, y'all? How many games are in the season? 2024, it says 17 games. He never played a full season besides 2024. If this is correct, according to ESPN. So far this year, he only played 4 games. 2023, he played 10 games. 2022, he played 16 games. That was a good year. 2021, he played 16 games. So he had 2 back-to-back years, 16 games. They probably rested him because they're like, we in the playoffs already. We ain't trying to get him hurt. His rookie season, he got hurt. He only played 10 games. This season, he only played 4. So if my math is correct, man, he missed pretty much a whole season in the last 3 years. He missed 1 season. So it's not looking good right there, but I still take him. I still take him. I think that would benefit the Vikings and Justin Jefferson, but the Vikings would have to give up a lot of stuff for him, like draft picks and players that are already on the Vikings. You're right. You're gonna have to get something, you gotta give up something. But my whole mindset is like, listen, you can have all the picks you want. We had picks this whole entire time. We ain't never won a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. There's other ways you could build a team without having a lot of picks. Because I look at it like this. It's not about quantity about picks, it's about quality picks. So if you say you only have third rounds and fourth round picks, say you have a second round pick, you don't have first round picks for 3 years. Just say hypothetically speaking. Yeah, you looking like, hey, I don't got a first round. But at the same time, you gotta have a good scouting system. You have to have a good developing system. Because you could draft first round talent and you still can't develop them. Like I said before, Kwesi drafted Ed Ingram, right? People saw he was a bust, including me. I thought he was a bust. I thought Ed Ingram was considered a bust. You don't want to know? I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong. Ed Ingram wasn't a bust. It was this offensive play calling for me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you look at Ed Ingram, matter of fact, let me look it up because I'm not just talking, bro. I really looked this up and I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying the right stuff. Hold on. Let me just say this real quick. Because yes, Kwesi hasn't been the best when it comes to drafting. I'm all there. I agree. But with the Houston Texans, Ed Ingram is he has an overall 73 overall grade. And he's the 16th best guard. Not bad. Out of 80 guards, that's pretty good. Out of 80 guards in the NFL, he's the 16th best, according to PFF. His run blocking grade is 81.9, which is 5th out of 80 guards. The problem is his pass blocking. You remember when I was telling y'all that run blocking is easier than pass blocking? I truly believe that, bro. And his pass blocking grade is awful. It's 48.3. So that's not going to work for the Vikings, though. I ain't going to lie. But we don't run the ball, so what's it matter if his run grade is so great? We don't run the ball. So, I don't know. And then if you have in long, drawn-out plays, he's not that dude. Is Cam Ward doing well for his first full year? I'll say that Cam Ward is – I got to look at his stats, but the overall record, I would say, is not good, but I got to watch more of the Titans. I really don't know. Mike will probably be he probably can answer that question. I'm not really sure. But I do like the fact that I listened to one of his press conferences and Cam Ward was like, yeah, man, we play like beep. We play beep. Meaning we play like crap. And he took accountability for it. He said, I played like crap. I have to do better. See, I love leaders like that. I love quarterbacks that take responsibility. You know what I mean? I love that. So this is his rookie season. We'll see what happens in his next season, and we'll go from there. But I love quarterbacks that take responsibility. I love that about J.J. McCarthy as well. Like J.J. McCarthy, he will call himself out. He would say, I got to play better. See, some quarterbacks don't do that, bro. They'll blame everybody but them. Some coaches won't do that. They'll blame everybody but them. Even though they had a bad game plan, they'll blame everybody but them. When you can take accountability for your team not playing well, and you probably wasn't the biggest reason why your team wasn't playing well, that shows great leadership. That shows that you really want to win. You're going to say, I got to do better. If I do my part, we could have won possibly. I love that. I absolutely love that. J.J. McCarthy has not thrown a deep pass all season. Excuse me. I don't care if Justin Jefferson is just throw the long ball. But this is the problem, though, bro. I don't agree with that full statement, but I do understand where you're coming from. He did throw the deep ball. The problem is it's not being completed. Like the one game, you got to give JJ some credit on this. I forgot. What game was it? When we played, I forgot what game it was, but it hit Jordan Addison right on the hands, bro. And Jordan Addison dropped the dang on ball. And if Jordan Addison would have caught that ball, We would have won. Listen, he would have got a touchdown possibly, but he doesn't throw it down the field enough. And I think the reason why is because we don't have the offensive line, bro. We don't have the offensive line for drawn out plays like that. So it's like he got to try to dink and dunk, which I love that because our offensive line hasn't been consistent. Our offensive line's been banged up. And I get it. With Justin Jefferson is double team, I get it. Throw him the ball. But at the same time, you got to be smart with your throws. And there's a time to take the chance and there's a time not to. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. Sauce Gardner got Sauce Gardner got 2 first rounders. Surely, okay, I got you. And at least 2 second. Okay. If not first. Okay. I like that. Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers, Stafford, Darnold. This year, Drake May, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson. I like it. You speak facts a lot. Man, I'm trying, man. Everybody that's in the building, man, appreciate you rocking with me. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building. And like I said, I have an opinion. This is just my opinion. What I say is not facts. Some things I say I could back it up with facts though. But even sometimes, like I said, I'm not right. So like all the time, man, I was wrong about all year, bro. I said the Vikings were going to win all freaking year, bro. I didn't go against the Vikings one time, and we lost almost every time, bro. So I've been wrong a lot. I said the Vikings going to win the division. Hey, listen. Hey, Mike, you remember, Mike? I don't know if you remember, bro. I was like, yo, the Vikings going to win the division. We going to dominate the Packers and the Lions. We going to dominate the Bears. Yeah, man, we the best in the NFC North. Man, I'm wrong, bro. I was so wrong about that. But I admit when I'm wrong. Like I said time and time again, I admit when I'm wrong. And I might be wrong about the whole Joe Burrow stuff. I might be 100% wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But I know one thing. J.J. McCarthy better ball out for these last 4 games. I'm not saying we have to win the games, but he better progress in these games. I tell you that because I know for a fact a lot of Viking fans, there's a group that says J.J. McCarthy can do no wrong. And there's a group that says, I don't want J.J. McCarthy on this team. He sucks. He's a bust. And there's a neutral like me that are like, I just want to see. We'll let this play out. But I want to see some progression for the rest of the year. I'm in the middle. I'm not far to the left or far to the right. Some people are like, oh my gosh, J.J. McCarthy, give him time. He will be an all-time great quarterback like Josh Allen or something. I'm like, bro, for every Josh Allen that struggled in a rookie season, there's a million busts. For every Peyton Manning that threw a whole bunch of interceptions in a rookie season, there's a lot of busts compared to that. And that's why I be trying not to compare JJ to no other great quarterback because, you know, you let JJ create his own name. And I said this numerous times. Everyone's over there, Chicago, doing amazing things for the first year. Yeah, man. The full season Joey B played was 2022. Okay. What you think? What you think about Will Levis as a backup? I gotta look him up and look at his stats. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about Will Levis, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about that bull. Beat up my Commanders. You don't get no credit. We had a loser. Yeah, he said we don't get no credit. What if you could get Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase all in the same team? That would low key be overpowered. The only issue is it won't happen in Minnesota because you're not going to be able to trade for a Jamar Chase and a Joe Burrow. It's not happening. If anything, the Bengals will trade for Justin Jefferson, but that wouldn't make sense because they have Higgins. That wouldn't make sense because they need a defense, bro. They need defense. They don't need offense. Their offense is good. If anything on offense, just improve the offensive line. The Bengals don't need nothing else on offense, really, besides the offensive line, which is a big deal. It ain't need a defense. Their whole defense is just awful, bro. Most of it is. I like Will Levis, though. He will make mistakes, too, but he's fun to watch. I don't mind, bro, for a backup. Brock Purdy is trash. You don't like him? Definitely not all on cornerback. There's 10 other players on offense. How many drops this season? Yeah, that's true. Cam Ward rookie season trash. To quote, he said, We buns. Yeah, he said we buns. Yeah, he said we buns. But Cam Ward has basically been Will Levis this year. Hopefully he turns into a more, or that's a painful draft to draft the same quarterback. Hold on real quick, y'all. Sorry about that. I get it, bro. Keep dropping my flag, man. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. Cam and Port help them win games, and their defense needs some holes filled in anything. Yeah, I agree. Jonas, Cam Ward would take Minnesota Vikings. Cam Ward would take Minnesota Vikings better talent. Oh snap! What's going on? Will Levis had shout out to Jonas in the building. Will Levis had the same issues. No talent around him, and he tried to be a hero, which made him a me. Oh man, fighters. Regardless, have fun watching. You should have swept the Bears. Yeah, man, we should have swept the Bears. Vikings fans better sit back and. He said, "Them boys in the house, them boys in the house." We gonna beat the brakes off the Cowboys. Jonas, don't be mad at me. It's all love. But when we go against you, when we go to travel to Jerry's World, we gonna beat the brakes off of y'all. But let me get back to the game preview. I keep forgetting I'm doing a game preview, y'all, because y'all got me yapping and yapping and yapping. Let me get back to the stat leaders for the Cowboys. So on defense, the sack leader for the Cowboys is James Houston, defensive end, 5.5 sacks. Should I be concerned about James Houston, y'all? Should I be concerned about James Houston? Should I be concerned about anything on their defense? To be honest with you, I'm not trying to come at them. I'm just asking a question. Quinnen Williams. Ooh, they got Quinnen Williams. I forgot they got Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle. I forgot they got Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle. Oh, snap. I forgot about Bull. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to run on the Cowboys in the middle of that defense, bro. Oh, this might get bad if Christian Darrisaw don't play. Hey, let me recap my... Hey, I take what I said back about the Cowboys defense. Y'all might got some dogs on y'all defense. Y'all defense ain't the best, but y'all got some dogs on y'all defense. I ain't going to sit here and cap. You do got Kenny Clark. You do got Quinnen Williams. Clowney. Who's your leading tackler on your team? I'm looking up. I'm being nosy, looking up everything about y'all. Kenneth Murray Jr., linebacker with 73 tackles. Donovan Wilson, safety with 2 interceptions. I already talked about y'all offense. I ain't even gonna. Javonte Williams, running back though. I like him. I like him a lot. But we want to shut him down. But yeah, man, y'all got a solid defense, man. We got some solid players, not the total defense. Y'all total defense is awful, but y'all got some dogs, though. I will give you that. That's all I'm giving you, Cowboy fans. And I think that J.J. McCarthy will throw numerous touchdowns against your secondary. I feel like J.J. McCarthy will destroy the Cowboys. By the way, if you haven't already, hit the like button. It is free. Super Hawk, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building rocking with your boy. Now, getting back to the game preview, I'm gonna get to the comments shortly. Don't at me in the comments. I'm just looking at some statistics about the Cowboys. I'm not worrying about their defense. What am I supposed to be scared of? Who gonna stop? Listen, who gonna stop JJ? Who gonna stop Jordan Addison? I can't even talk about the run game because y'all got some dogs. Clark and Quinnen Williams. I forgot about Quinnen. I forgot y'all traded for him from the Jets. I forgot. My bad. But we'll figure a way to run. We're gonna run it on the outside. We can't run in the middle of that defensive line. It's not gonna happen. Please, KOC. Please, my brother. See, I might not agree with certain things, and I think that you are a solid, decent coach. I'm not going to give you the good or great coach title, but and it's nothing personal. I just want to win some playoff games. But I do think you're a good offensive-minded head coach when you really want to be, when you simplify the offense for our quarterback. All I'm saying is this: do not run in the middle of that defense. You're not gonna be able to do it. And if you do it a couple of times, okay, you proved me wrong. But I don't think you're going to open up a big enough hole consistently with Aaron Jones and Jordan Love, with Ryan Kelly, depending on who plays in the interior offensive line for the Vikings. I don't see it. Run on the outside. Run at their defensive ends. Don't run at their defensive tackles because they're two dogs. Clark is a Pro Bowler. Quinnen Williams is a Pro Bowler. They're both defensive tackles that could really not just stop the run, but get after the quarterback as well, somewhat. But they're really good at stopping that run. Please don't do it, man. Viking fans better. But yeah, man, KOC cost you at least 4 games with bad design and calling and decision. You ain't Mike. When I say that, they think I'm a KOC hater, bro. And I don't care. I'm gonna keep repeating myself and say that because I want people to understand where I'm coming from. It's some bull crap. They think I'm a hater. No, I'm a Viking. I love my team. I want my Vikings to win a Super Bowl. And I'm calling out anybody. It don't matter who the coach is, who the player is. I will call out Justin Jefferson if he's not doing good. I will call out anybody. Everybody gets the smoke from me. I want to win. At the end of the day, I just want to win. Will Levis in the same boat as Cam. We have seen it. Will doing actually what Cam is doing this year. It's not weapons, offense lineman, and okay. So Jonas is saying it's not really Will and Cam. It's what he is saying. If you correct me if I'm wrong, Jonas, you're saying they're not building around their quarterback. So they're not building with their offensive line. They're not building weapons, like you said. And you're saying their defense is not the best. They have some dogs on defense. Don't get it twisted, but they don't have a overall good defense. They got a couple of players, but they don't got an overall good defense. So correct me if I'm wrong. If you're saying what I'm saying right now. Do you think Mike Evans is going to be good this game? I think he can be good. He's one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. You are not putting 35 on us nor shutting us out. Hey, listen, we're not going to shut you out, but we are putting up 30 points on your defense. Your defense is not good, Jonas, respectfully speaking, bro. Your defense ain't. He said Houston strip sack Love on that green. Hey, listen, bro. Oh, so you talking about Houston. I was just talking about Houston. We ain't worrying about Houston, bro. I say that respectfully. We shutting him down. He ain't getting one sack. Look, I might be jinxing us. He ain't getting one sack against the Vikings. I hope I didn't jinx us, y'all. He said if Cloudy doesn't, he said if Cloudy doesn't play, Cowboys lose 100. Oh man, that's funny. Cowboys front end good, their middle end. Yeah, I literally just said that. That's so funny, bro. We be thinking the same way, man. And back sucks though. Yeah, their secondary sucks. I ain't worried about their secondary. It's their defensive tackles, bro, which I'm concerned about. I'm concerned, bro. Clark, I'm not worrying about them, bro. Hey, bro, I already said it, Jonas. I already said Williams and Kenny. I'm not worrying about them, bro. I'm just going to say we got to run around them and hope they don't get to my quarterback. Don't get to my quarterback, bro. Jonas, if we lose, I'm blaming you, bro. I'm blaming you, Sam Williams. I'm blaming you. Rate the Packers. The Packers is the best team in the NFC North right now. I say that respectfully to the Bear fans and the Lion fans. I feel like, and this is coming from a Viking fan. They are the best team in our division. Will they finish number 1? I don't know because the division is still up in the air. The last 4 games is going to tell a lot about this division. This is going down to the wire. If McCarthy plays almost perfect the rest of the year, he deserves a year 2, but no more than that if no improvements. You know what? See, I'm to the point. I love what you said. And I think that he's not going to play perfect, though. So I don't want to say I'm going to say I don't think he's going to play perfect, right? But all I want to see is progression. I'm going to even downgrade what you said. And for me, I don't even care if he plays perfect. I just want to see progression and try not to turn the ball over as much as you can. Don't hurt the team on offense by turning the ball over. Control what you can control. And just play like you played against the Commanders. And don't try to overdo it. but I want him to have that swag. I want him to play just like he played against the Commanders. And if he has to throw it a little bit more, oh, so be it. I really think his arm is he has a good arm. Now accuracy is questionable sometimes, but I think he has a very good arm, in my honest opinion. George Pickens is my guy. I watch George Pickens is a dog. George Pickens is a dog. Yeah. Flowers, Junior, Clowney, both first rounders, and vet Sam Williams. Man, ain't worrying about none of that in Houston. Yeah. I'm talking trash to Jonas. Pick 6 from it's not happening, bro. It's not happening, bro. Rate the Packers on Vikings podcast, dude. In the division. I don't care what the Hey, listen, bro. Listen, I will say this though. See, I said that they're the best team in the division right now. But what I will say as a Viking fan, I hope the Packers lose when it counts the most in the playoffs. As long as the Packers don't win the Super Bowl, as long as the Lions don't win the Super Bowl, as long as the Bears don't win the Super Bowl, it's all love over here. I just don't want them doing anything in the playoffs. It is what it is. It is what it is. Word up said, hit the like, but yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's rocking with your boy. Let's go Vikings. But overall, game preview for me, I just feel like the bad offense for the Vikings going against a bad defense, who will win? And then it's going to be a good defense versus the best offense, who's going to win that battle. This is going to be a very good game Sunday night. I will be live for the game. I can't wait to go live for that game. Prime time. I think JJ McCarthy is going to show off. I think he's going to throw some dimes to JJ. And I'm talking about Justin Jefferson. I feel like JJ is going. You're going to hear that all day. I feel like you're going to hear a lot of gritty. We're going to do the gritty. We're going to look good. That's just my opinion. And like I said, final score 30-31 or 30-17. I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a good game because I feel like our defense is so elite. And I feel like even with Pickens and Lamb doing their thing, they're not going to have enough time to get the ball to them two players. So it is what it is. I ain't worrying about in a run game. That is my biggest concern. It's not even their wide receivers right now. It's the running game. Because I know the Vikings struggle at stopping the run sometimes. I'm nervous about the run game. I'm not going to sit here and cap. If Williams runs the ball successfully, it's going to be a long day. I'm going to be honest with you. So this is how I look at it. The Cowboys will win if Williams rushes for over 80 yards in this game. If not, I'll say 100 yards. Now, I'll say 80 to 100 plus yards. The Cowboys will win this game. If he doesn't rush for them yards and we shut him down, they're going to lose, bro. Because I don't see CeeDee Lamb and I don't see George Pickens doing a lot on this defense because I don't think they're going to have enough time. They're not going to have enough time. Dak Prescott, he be throwing dimes and he be doing a good job of getting out of sacks and he's very mobile. Like, oh my goodness. Listen, I always knew Dak Prescott was a mobile quarterback, like a dual threat, but that one game against the Chiefs impressed me because the dude had his arms on him and everything. And he somehow broke the tackle. I'm like, yo, look at this guy. And throws it down the field for a touchdown. And that 2-point conversion that he threw was impressive as well. Like, listen, Dak is a very good quarterback. Like, this is the best I've ever seen him play. And I was making comparisons to like him and Kirk Cousins are the same. I'm wrong. I think Dak is a better overall quarterback than Kirk Cousins. Because I used to say that Dak and Kirk Cousins are pretty much the same quarterback. I'm wrong. Just my opinion, though. But we have to keep George Pickens in check. Yeah, we will keep him in check. We will. Shout out to Christopher Earl. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Get pressure on Dak. Double George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb not playing. Let's get it. I don't know. CeeDee Lamb, they said he was full practice today. That's not a good sign. People say he's not playing. He's under concussion protocol, but he was a full practice. He was a full go this Thursday. So I don't know, bro. JJ McCarthy is the real breakout player of the year with the to go through. Most won't realize this for a few more years, though. Hey, listen, I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy. Cipher Poet. I like your name, by the way. Cipher Poet. I like your name. I'm cheering for him, but he does have to stay healthy. I think that's the number one thing for me. He has to stay healthy, and the number two thing is health. No, number one is health. Number two is play calling. I think JJ McCarthy has the talent. Now, just because I think he does doesn't mean he's going to do it. So we'll see what happens. But I'm cheering for JJ. I don't want people to think I'm a JJ hater, but I just want what's best for the team, and I want what's best for JJ. If he's the quarterback, right now he is, I'm rocking with him. I'm rocking with him. If he's not, we gotta move on, figure it out. We'll see what happens. These last 4 games, I said it last time I was live. I was like, yo, these last 4 games is going to tell you a lot. These last 4 games against the Cowboys, the Giants, the Packers, and the Lions is going to determine what the Vikings might do in the offseason. Hypothetically speaking, if Joe Burrow becomes available, they're going to try to go for Joe Burrow. Are they going to get him? I don't know. Hypothetically speaking, say another quarterback like what's the other quarterback they're talking about? Mac Jones or whatever. Okay, I'm not really excited about that, to be honest with you. But I mean, might be good for us. Say hypothetically speaking, Justin Herbert's available. Okay, I'll be excited. I like Justin Herbert. But that's only if JJ doesn't progress these last 4 games. If he does good, I think Viking fans should be optimistic for 2026 and be positive more than negative when it comes to JJ McCarthy. I think JJ McCarthy, the reason why people are so against him, I'm talking about Viking fans specifically. I'm not talking about all the other fan bases. I'm talking about Viking fans. The reason why they're against JJ McCarthy because we won 14 games last year with a quarterback that was in the MVP conversation last year. And that same quarterback is having another great year this year. So they're like, oh my gosh. So the mindset of some people are like, what are we doing type deal? And it's just like, they're not realizing, including myself, because I overrated what JJ McCarthy was going to do in his first season. I'm not going to lie. I hyped it up like, oh, he's going to be better than Sam. Look, I ain't going to lie. I said all this stuff, but I admit that I'm wrong. But the one thing I will say, I might still be right though, because JJ McCarthy can eventually be better than Sam Darnold eventually. And Sam Darnold hasn't won a playoff game. JJ McCarthy might mess around and win a playoff game before he wins a playoff game. Sam Darnold has never won a playoff game, to my knowledge. So, hey, listen, we'll see what happens. But I'm not hating on Sam Darnold. I don't want people to think I'm hating on Sam because Sam is a good quarterback. It depends on the team. It's nothing against him because it's like people put so much pressure on the quarterback like it's the only player on the field. It's the most important position quarterback is, right? But you still got to talk about coaching. You still got to talk about the offense line, the wide receivers, the tight ends, everybody, running backs. You got to talk about the defense. You got to talk about the special teams. So people put it all on the quarterback, but that's just what it is, man. They put all the blame on the quarterback when it's not always the quarterback. And they give all the love to the quarterback when it's not all the quarterback. It could be a dominant defense, right? And the quarterback puts up, say, for instance, the defense shut out a team, right? And that quarterback scored, say he threw for 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns. But that defense got turnovers and got the team off the opposing offense off the field. And they're not going to talk about the defense, really. They're going to talk about the offense. They're going to talk about the quarterback. So it comes with the territory of being a quarterback. So that's why people are like so critical. Oh my gosh, JJ McCarthy's not the guy, which you don't know. Nobody really knows. You can have a lot of love for JJ. You can have a lot of dislike for JJ, but you don't really know. It's speculation because of what we have. And it's an evaluation of just the games that we just seen, but it's not the end all be all. We'll see what happens. It's Titans organization. Look at what they did. They traded AJ Brown. Oh yeah, we traded Henry and he fired Burrow. Hold on. They're terrible at the top. Same with the Falcons. Yeah, that's my teammate. That's my quarterback. Best Cowboys receiver. Let's go. Cowboys coming out about the Niners' interest in Justin Jefferson. I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody's going to be interested in Justin Jefferson. Depending on this season, how it ends, bro, I know for a fact we're going to have Justin Jefferson rumors and speculation. 49ers can't afford it because of, Atlanta Falcons and Tampa Bay. No one is going to. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you super Hawk smash that like button. Hawk smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Always say sports will design the brains together, not separate us. Salute to everybody that's in the building, rocking with your boy. Basically for 1 year draft pick. Yup, I got it. It's costing $30 million. Oh, that's crazy. $30 million? Giants might trade Carter. Hopefully Vikings can get him. Giants trade. Has zero guaranteed money until 2026 and beyond. Okay. He has a $30 million dead cap. Wow. Any team who gets guaranteed money, boy. Whatever the cap is, y'all talking about. No one wants a receiver like, oh man. Pay me or trade me. Yeah, gets paid or acts like a diva and still demands a trade. Yeah. He's a less talented AB. Yeah. The best front runners in the no one can easily. Y'all going back and forth about bro thinks he's 101 and one of the wide receiver, top tier route runner. CD. Oh, what's going on, TY? And sticking up Pickens will destroy hiking, my friend. Let's see. Energy this weekend, like last weekend. Hey, let's listen, TY. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, TY. Don't come in the building hating. Then he woke up after he was paid. He was nothing but a diva. Wow. 1 of 32, to be honest. He's a 1. I would never want to go. There's no reason. TY in the building. All right. Now, get into what I was saying, right? About the Minnesota Vikings in this against the Cowboys. I feel like this game is going to be one of the most entertaining games of the season. It could be a game where it's like a nothing but offense. I could see that happening as well. But then again, I don't know, man. This defense is just too good. But we'll definitely see what happens against the Cowboys. I'm just hoping that the Vikings come with it, man. Like, I hope Kevin O'Connell got this team ready to play. Like, I don't want them to be looking like 3 and out, like offensively. I'm not worrying about the defense. I'm worried about the offense. I don't want to be 3 and out. And I said this once. I'm gonna say it again. Kevin O'Connell has to establish the run on the outside. You have to establish the run on the outside. You know what I mean? You can't run it up the middle on the Cowboys. It's always beat the brakes. Yeah, beat the Cowboys. Yeah, we beating the brakes off the Cowboys. Best case scenario for the Vikings is they lose out. You ain't lying, though. You ain't lying. But they'll probably win out because that's a bad. If McCarthy plays great and wins is worth losing the good draft pick, though. Yeah, I feel like that. I really want to have momentum going into 2026, bro. That's my mindset right now. That's my biggest mindset. But, man, the rumors of Joe Burrow going to the Vikings is a real thing, y'all. I can't believe people are really talking about it. Like, I see everybody talking about Joe Burrow, man. I honestly can't believe this is even a discussion right now. Like, people really talking about it like it really could happen. I think maybe it's more about I don't think he wants to be traded, though. I really don't. But then again, maybe he does. We don't really know. We don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow and what's going on with his mindset. We really don't know. People can say what they want. People can say what they want, y'all. Christopher, bro. TY, you supposed to be my brother, TY, but you be hating, bro. You one of my biggest haters on this channel. I got love for you, but you don't got love for me, bro. You always hating on me, bro. What's up with that, bro? Why you always coming in the live stream hating on no brother? Hating on my squad. You hate on my Sixers. You hate on my Phillies. You hate on my Flyers. And you come in the building. You hate on my Vikings. And everybody that's in the building. If you're wondering why I'm a Viking fan, it's because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, Randy Moss. Don't at me. Don't at me in the comments. It is what it is. That's just how I feel, bro. That's just how I feel. Don't at me. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I truly appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to get off in a few minutes. But I just want to vibe with y'all. Hey, TY, you don't want that smoke, TY. You don't want that smoke, man. People say it, but they don't want it. They don't want that. I'm not putting no respect on the Eagles, bro. No, I'm not. Burrow is going to be like Brady and pick a good defense with a good O-line and pretty good wide receivers. Yeah, he might. You're right. Vikings would get Burrow. Yeah, yo, our O-line is terrible, bro. I ain't going to lie, though. Our O-line has not been good. I can talk to the Niners faithful to get you on the playoff fan bandwagon. I got you. Hey, listen, bro. I got respect. I got respect for the 49ers, man. I don't got nothing against the 49ers. I don't. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm rocking with the Vikings for life, bro. And I say that respectfully, bro. I know I got my one homie. He wants to give me the application to be a Patriots fan. I got a lot of love for Drake May. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love for Drake May and what this man has done so far in his early career. I got a lot of respect for the man. But nah, bro. Like I can't turn on my Vikings, bro. And I say that respectfully because I know your team is doing a good job. Your team is beating the odds when it comes to just in general. You know what I mean? They're beating a lot of odds, man. They starting quarterback was hurt. Like, and they still doing a good job. They're the best linebacker, and this is just my opinion. The best linebacker in all of football got hurt, and they're still playing good defense. Like, it's amazing when you have a good ran organization, a good team with a good coach, where they don't make excuses for injuries all like that. They just say next man up and let's play. They didn't make no excuses, and they still winning. With all the injuries this season, the 49ers are still winning. You know what I mean? I may become a Patriots fan just because. No. Team, how I enjoy. No, Mike. No, Mike. Become a Vikings fan, brother. Everybody that's in the chat, become a Vikings fan. Be a Vikings fan. Embrace the suck with me. Embrace it with me. Let the Vikings be y'all second team. We need more Viking fans. We need some more Viking fans in the building. We need more Vikings fans supporting the team at US Bank Stadium. You feel me? We want all y'all to be Viking fans. We want the whole world to just be Viking fans, man. We got too many Cowboy fans. We got too many of all the other fans. Come be a Viking fan. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, man, how y'all feeling, man? We about to get off. Before I get off, does anybody have any questions or anything y'all want to talk about before I get off? Because I don't want to get off unless y'all are good. Before I get off, I want to make sure y'all good. I might be going live on my other channel, though. I might be going live on my other channel right after this. I got something to say. And I need the world to hear it. What's that? Who said that? I got something to say. And I need the world to hear it. Y'all ever see, that's Malibu, right? Malibu's Most Wanted. He said, blink, biggity, blink. Try to make me think. Embalm it. Clean up a calm it. Earth is my planet. He said, that's $1 million song right there. Yo, Malibu. Y'all ever see that movie? Malibu's Most Wanted. One of the funniest movies, man. That man, I don't even know the actor's name that played that movie, but played in that movie, but I want to figure that out. That was a good movie. He said injuries equals NFL football. All those injuries, and yet it's playoff appearance after playoff appearance. Talk that talk. That man said injuries equals NFL football. I like that, man. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to keep it real. He said injuries equals NFL football. All those injuries, and yet it's playoff appearance after playoff appearance after playoff appearance. See, like, that goes to your organization. Like when it comes to drafting, when it comes to just like believing in a player. Because I look at it like that as well. You know what I mean? Yes, if your starting quarterback gets hurt, you pretty much are cooked unless you have a decent back. Then that's not true. You got to have a backup. Y'all had a backup that was doing good. Mac Jones, right? I'm Mac Jones. That act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but the fame. I'ma stay the same. I'm Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who? Oh, man. He said Chargers versus Niners Super Bowl. No, we ain't doing all that, bro. Hey, listen, bro. I can work with the Niners being in the Super Bowl, bro, but I'm not going with the I'm not going with the Chargers, bro. I would never be a school to the toilet. Nah, don't even worry about none of that you talking about, TY. He said Chargers can't survive to the end. Herbert gonna, yeah. He said, who? Mac Jones. Hey, listen. Matter of fact, let me look up Mac Jones real quick. That's the biggest rumor for the Vikings. They talking about Mac Jones. Talking about Mac Jones, bro. I'm Mac Jones. That act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but the fame. I'm yeah, Mac Jones putting up them numbers, man. I can't even hate on Mac Jones. Mac Jones doing his thing right now. Yeah, Mac Jones came in for the Niners. He said, yo, I got you. How old is Mac? Mac Jones only 27 years old, though. I like that. He threw for 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. QBR is 63.8, 2,151 passing yards. Decent. I say this is decent. When you talk about his statistics in 10 games with the 49ers, he was pretty darn good for the 49ers. He was pretty darn good. Is he a dual threat quarterback, y'all? Is he a dual threat, or is he more like traditional? 33 carries for 63 yards, 1 point. No, he traditional. He ain't no dang on. He ain't no real dual threat quarterback. No rushing touchdowns, none of that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like Mac Jones. He said Mac Jones. Danny Dimes will sign with the Eagles next season. Y'all not getting Danny Dimes. Y'all don't deserve Danny Dimes. I don't deserve Danny Dimes. Mac Jones is like Danny Dimes went to a new organization and became a new man. Hey, he's a pocket passer, very Brady. We not gonna be good with that though. I don't think with our offensive line, could he do it? Like, I don't know. Listen, Matt Jones might be the guy, bro. Like, he might be another guy we can look into if JJ McCarthy, how he looks depending on these last 4 games. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm at the hold on real quick. I said Mac Jones. Hold on. This right here, celery lemon. When you get a chance, I know it's disgusting, but one of the best things to drink every day is celery juice and lemon juice. I'm about to drink this nasty lemon juice. I'm about to drink this right now. Hold on, y'all. Don't mind me. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, my gosh. That's so nasty. Whew. Get one of these a day. Helps with your immunity. Celery is one of the most underrated vegetables. Lemon helps with mucus, all that, bro. I'm telling you. I know that's random, but I wanted to drink this before it gets warm because I have it up here and I didn't drink it yet. Disgusting, though. I'll tell you that. Not a dual threat, but proved mentally ready. Yeah, right. I like it, though. But we going to see. Skull, what's good with you, bro? He said, Mac Jones. I'm Mac Jones. So different. Of heart. Dude got slapped around all game and he even on the sideline and went back and still delivered. Let's go, Mac Jones. Like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but the fame. I'ma stay the same. I'm Mac Jones. What's the brand of that juice and where do you get it at? I got it at a grocery store. It's called Giant. What's it called? Suja, S-U-J-A. Hold on, I'm not sure if you can see it. S-U-J-A. Organic celery. It even says celery juice. It is disgusting, but it is very good for you. Like get your vitamins and stuff. Celery has so many benefits, bro. Like so many benefits. I'm not a doctor, but I looked it up. I looked up celery. It's one of the most underrated vegetables. Like most people eat celery with like buffalo wings, or they eat celery with like peanut butter. But like, and that's fine. That's fine as long as you get celery in your body. But celery is so underrated. It's just not popular like amongst like a lot of people. People, it's not a good. I don't like the taste, but it's good. I mean, but it's good for you. I mean. You need to ask my. Hey, listen, man. I do, man. They need to hit me up, man. I would promote this type of stuff, man. I would definitely. And celery and ranch too, bro. You right. Celery and ranch, celery and blue cheese. Yeah, but yeah, this is it says straight up celery juice with zing. Got potassium, vitamin A. It has iron. It has vitamin C, vitamin E. Vitamin K. It has so much stuff, bro. They got names I can't even pronounce, bro. Like on this dang on nutrition facts, bro. And this whole thing is only 50 calories, but good calories. This isn't no junk food juice. This is real life juice. This is good for you. It ain't vitamin water. Respectfully, I ain't trying to come at vitamin water, but it's not. This is different. This is real cold pressed celery and lemon juice. You know, I do like vitamin water, but it ain't the same. Appreciate you telling me. Yeah, man, that's good. It's nasty while chugging it. Yeah, it's nasty. I try to get through it. Like when I have like nasty stuff like this, because I have another green juice that is like it's like kale, it's like spinach, and some other green vegetables. And like when I tell you it's disgusting, bro, it is like almost to the point where you want to throw up, but it's good for you. Like it's real good for you though. Like I'm not a kale person, but kale's another vegetable that's very, very good for you. Spinach is very good for you as well. I'm out. Peace. All right, brother, man. Peace out, bro. Gotta watch my favorite quarterback, Kirk Cousins. I ain't worried about none of that, bro. This ain't your mama's good juice drink. Yeah, man, this is different, bro. And I actually have a juicer where I'm gonna start making my own juices. Because I was just talking to my wife, like, I want to make sure I have celery. I want to make sure I love blueberries. I'm gonna have blueberries. I'm gonna have probably mango. I don't know, a whole bunch of different stuff. Apples is so good for you. But when you juice it, make sure you have the seeds and everything. Don't take the seeds out. Seeds are very good for you. That's another thing that people don't understand. Seeds from like fruits, like watermelon seeds, or just fruits in general. Seeds are good. Like papaya seeds. Bro, all them seeds is like has all the nutrients, bro. Like the seeds is probably the most healthiest part about the fruit. Like real talk, like seeds, like certain seeds kill parasites. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the building. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this, but I had to get this in I had to drink it because I had it sitting on this table. I didn't want the dang on my celery juice to get warm, so I had to drink it. But celery is one of the most, look it up, y'all. If you get a chance, look up celery and look up the benefits of celery. And I know it's not the best tasting vegetable, but if you could find a way to get celery in your diet every day or every other day or something, and I'm not a doctor or anything, but I know celery is a good vegetable to eat. I know it's a good vegetable to eat. Like strawberries, the twig, yeah, the healthiest part, right? Most fruits and vegetable skins, yes, the skins are good for you, yes. But people keep forgetting about the seeds. I don't know why, like, it's not a popular thing to eat, but even like I said, papaya seeds, look up papaya seeds, y'all, and look up the benefits of papaya seeds. Y'all gonna be like, what? The seeds do that? You'd be surprised. You'll be surprised, bro. People all over the internet think Justin Jefferson is odd getting traded, but I'm calling cat. You know, people think Justin Jefferson is getting traded. I think it's because our offense been absolutely horrible most of the season. And it's like, if you're the best wide receiver in the game to a lot of people, and if you're losing, like, see, it's a difference between winning and not getting the ball, right? And losing and not getting the ball. See, that's the difference that we're talking about. If Justin Jefferson was getting the ball and we were winning or losing, he would complain about the losing, but at least he's putting up his stats. But I don't even think he's that type. He would complain. I think he would. I think, and it's rightfully so because you want to win a Super Bowl. But especially he wants to be part of the winning because he's thinking to himself, if you give me the ball, we can win. That's what his mindset is. Give me the ball, and I can make something happen, and we can win these games. A lot of these games this season, it's been hard to watch, and it's not even like it's been hard. It's been hard, and I'm being honest as a Viking fan. I just love the Vikings, and I'm like so surprised that the Vikings offense is ranked. They're ranked 20. Is it 29th or 28th? 28th in total offense according to Fox Sports. Like, yeah, like I'm just saying, according to Fox Sports, our offense is bottom barrel of the dango NFL, which is just absolutely horrible. It's horrible. I don't care what nobody's. I don't care how big of a Viking fan you are. You got to admit this offense hasn't been consistent. You can't be sitting here saying, oh, we have a good offense. No, we don't. We got to keep it real. You know, I'm going to keep it real. Our offense was not good all season. The best game for me this season was last week, and that was against the Commanders. You want to know why? Because my guy, J.J. McCarthy, that's my quarterback, had the best game of his career, and I'm happy about that. So that was the best game for me. That was the best game for me offensively. Other than that, bro, you can't really name too many games where the Vikings offense. My bad. I mean, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? I don't know what's going on with the connection. But you can't really name too many games that this offense been dominant and doing their thing. Like, it hasn't been that many games, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it all the way real. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And again, we go live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. If you feel in the vibes, even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing because this is one YouTube family. I truly mean that. And you said, but yeah, that's the reason why, Christy. I think people are just really just like frustrated, and they're just like, oh, we're probably going to lose Jay. I'm to the point where we might lose it. See, JJ, I'm talking about Justin Jefferson, has been very patient. He hasn't said anything crazy. Like, he hasn't said, yo, if we don't get it together, I want to be traded. He hasn't said nothing like that. So until he says that, we good. But I'm telling you right now, if we don't start winning consistently and we're losing and he's not getting the ball, that's a double whammy. Losing and not getting the ball, you might as well just say 3 strikes, Justin Jefferson is out of here. Straight up. Shout out to my guy, Vikings News Today, the brother from another mother. Shout out to my guy, Vikings News Today. Shout out to you, bro. He said, Mr. Hoover, I enjoyed the change of topics every now and then. I never even heard of celery juice before. Now I'm going to have to. It's not good, but it's good for you, if that makes sense. It's not. Let me say that again. The taste ain't good, but it's very, very good for you. I'll say that. And I'm always like that, bro. I love to change the topic, man. Like, yes, we talk about the Vikings. We talk about other football teams on this channel, but we vibing. It's called Mike Sports Vibes. We having good vibes over here. We talk about whatever random topic when we want to. We can end up talking about what's your favorite cereal. We can mess around and talk about what's your favorite popcorn? What's your favorite wings? What's your favorite thing to do? What do you do when you have the time? What's your favorite sport? We don't have to, listen, we talk about football. We keep it on topic for the most part. But on this channel, bro, we can vibe about anything. It is what it is, man. This is what it is over here. Because at the end of the day, life is bigger than just sports. You know what I mean? There's other things going on with everybody's life. Yes, sports is very, I think it's a sports, in my opinion, is designed to build people, to bring people together, not separate us. But at the end of the day, everybody got every day, every second of the day, you're not talking about sports. Every second of your day, I promise you, I don't care if you're working for ESPN, I don't care. You got a life. everybody got a life. People got things going on. People got families. People got jobs. People got things they got to do. You're not always talking about that sport or that person or whatever. So that's why I try to bring it. I bring stuff like that into the live streams to try to change it up just a little bit. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl? You know who I want? I want to see the Patriots and Drake. I want to see Drake May get to the Super Bowl. And it's not because of the Patriots, it's because of Drake May. I'm a Drake May guy. So I want to see Drake May from the AFC. Will he get there? I don't know. In the NFC, whew. But you know what? In the NFC, and I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say what I'm about to say, and I hope I'm wrong. I think the Packers might go to the Super Bowl. I have a bad feeling because I just feel like they're the best overall team right now in the NFC. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it could be the Bears. Maybe it could be the Lions. I think it's a team from the NFC North. The Eagles are starting to look like they have chinks of their armor missing. Something is going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, even though they are the defending champions. They could turn it up, possibly. But there's something going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. So in my opinion, I feel like the NFC is kind of wide open. And I think it's really between the NFC North, in my opinion. I don't know about the other teams in the NFC. I don't think they can. Let me look up. Matter of fact, let me look up all the teams in the NFC, what they got going on real quick before I get off this live stream. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are going live for every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Thank you for all your support. Everybody that's rocking with your boy on this wonderful Thursday night. But let's look at the standings. All right, so the NFC North is stacked. Right? Packers, Bears, Lions, they're all good in my eyes, right? To be honest with you. I'm just being honest. All right, so when it comes to the NFC West, the Rams are up there as well. I don't think anybody in the NFC South is going to do something. Like, I think it's between maybe someone in the North and the West of the NFC. I think it's because I can't just say the Seahawks are not going to do it. Seahawks are 10-3, just like the Rams are 10-3. So I can't even say the Seahawks. And then you got to talk about the 49ers, too. The 49ers is good, too. So, listen. Just my gut feeling. I think it's going to be somebody in the NFC North, and I hope I'm wrong. If I had to choose who I want to do it, it's between the Seahawks and the Rams or the Niners. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Sam Darnold get to the Super Bowl, even though he used to be on the Vikings. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Matthew Stafford get to the Super Bowl or the 49ers. I don't care. As long as it ain't one of the Bears or the Lions or the Packers, I really don't care. But I got a bad feeling that the Packers are a good team. I'm not going to cap. The Lions are a good team. I'm not going to cap. And the Bears are a good team. I'm not going to front. Those are some good behind teams. And the Eagles, I'm sorry that I'm going to say this, but I just feel iffy about the Eagles right now. I just feel like there's something going on. Packers are annoying because my friend loves, the Packers are good, but I can't stand them sometimes. If everyone debated sports instead of politics, the world would be largely peaceful place. Yeah, and that's why I don't even bring up like politics on this channel, man. People going to believe what they're going to believe. I try not to bring up religion, but I can't help it because I am a Christian. I mean, I always say God bless to everybody. So if you get offended, I'm sorry to say that. If you don't have to agree on what I'm saying, but I always say God bless and keep God first. So, but that's just me. So, but yeah, I agree with that comment though. Like, I feel like a lot of people, the world would be more peaceful if people would just want peace. I just feel like people don't want peace. I feel like people always want to do something extra. And that's why I feel like a necessary distraction, and I don't mean it in a bad way. A necessary distraction is sports. And this is why I say it brings people together, not separators, because it don't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich or whatever. It don't matter if you're from another country. It don't matter if you're from another state. I just feel like sports is a necessary distraction to bring people together. I went to the Vikings game in week 2 when we went against the Falcons, and it doesn't matter what you look like. You walking down the street in Minneapolis, and everywhere I go, everybody's saying "Skol." I had my Viking jersey on. I had my Trey Waynes jersey on. I had my Justin Jefferson jersey on. I was just vibing over there. It was amazing. You don't even gotta know anybody. You just walking around. You just hear people acknowledging you because of what you have on your what you have on. You a Viking fan. Skol. Skol. Even when I see Falcon fans, I give them the nod, like, yo, we gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all love. Like, that's why I like sports is like a necessary distraction, bro. That's how I look at it. But yeah, Detroit here too. Yeah, Detroit, yeah. Don't even look at the NFC South. He said, don't look at. I already did, bro. I didn't get your comment yet. I didn't get to your comment. Toss up. Yeah, it is a toss up. Watch out the Jags and the AFC. Yeah, the Jags is good. See, the AFC is so tricky, bro, because I say the Patriots because I want to see Drake May get to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind seeing Josh Allen. Josh Allen's one of my favorite quarterbacks as well. He's probably my favorite quarterback overall. The Jags and the Texans could be a tricky, because AFC South could come down to the wire. We got Phillip Rivers. Hey, we got Phillip Rivers. Burr. Let's go. Hey, listen, if I'm not going live for the Vikings, like I'm gonna be live, right, for the Vikings. If the Colts play a later game, I'm gonna go live for that game just to see Phillip Rivers, bro. Just to see Phillip Rivers. I'm gonna try my hardest, unless my wife says I gotta handle some business with the family. But hey, listen. If the coach, I want to see Phillip Rivers. I hope the coach season isn't over, but we'll see what happens. I'm cheering for the Colts in the AFC South, man. I really am. That sucks that Danny Dimes got hurt. That was a heartbreak. But the AFC West is stacked too, bro. Like the Broncos. Like, listen, bro. The AFC is stacked. Who I want to go is going to probably be different than it's probably going to be different from what actually happens. So the Patriots is good. The Bills are good. You got to talk about the Steelers. They got a good defense, even though they don't got the best record. But it doesn't matter what the record is in the playoffs. Everybody's record is 0-0 in the playoffs. It doesn't. See, people get it so twisted, right? Because I'm looking at the record, right? Oh, they first in the division. They probably going to have home field advantage, right? But at the end of the day, that whole home field, okay, the crowd can't play for you on the field. And some players, I said this once, I'm going to say it again. I said it twice. I said it a lot of times. Some players like to have that underdog mentality. They like playing as the underdog. Some people love to shut up other crowds. They like to be like, yo, be quiet. We about to beat the brakes off your team. So, and sometimes home games can be more pressure than away games. So my whole thing is this. Who's to say the Steelers can't go on a run with Aaron Rodgers? I'm just saying they could barely if they win the AFC North, they can make it. You know what I mean? Say the Ravens get in, barely. Everybody's record is 0-0. It's a one-game elimination. You can have the best offense in the regular season. You can have the best defense in the regular season and mess around and get knocked out in the first round, even as a number 1 seed, even as a number 2 seed. It doesn't matter, bro. Yes, home field, you get the bye week with the if you're the first seed or whatever. But listen, it's not a guarantee you're gonna win just because you're the first seed. As it helps. It does help. I'd rather play at home than away, but it's not a guarantee. We've seen it numerous times. A wild card team can mess around and get hot at the right time and win the dang on Super Bowl. We've seen it. It didn't happen. I don't know what the percentage is from like a wild card team winning and making it to the Super Bowl and winning compared to a first seed. I'm pretty sure the percentage is way better for like a first seed winning Super Bowls, but we know there's always an opportunity for a wild card team to get hot and just win. Because like I said, any given Sunday, that number 1 ranked team could just have a bad game that day. Or they met their match. They met the team that they shouldn't have. They met the team that can play them the best and actually win. Because it's a matchup thing. And then it's a coaching thing as well. So your coach could get outcoached by the other coach. So it's so many things, man. That's why I always tell people it's about getting to the playoffs. And I feel like, and I say this for any team that barely gets into the playoffs, you're a contender. That's how I look at it. Whether you the 8th seed or the 1st seed, you're a contender until you're knocked out. because you got to the playoffs. There's numerous teams that didn't get to the playoffs. Tell us, shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for multiple Minnesota Vikings. Well, we're going live for all the Viking games with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building, rocking with your bull this Thursday night. We've been live for 2 hours, and it doesn't even feel like that. I feel like I just got on the live stream. I was about to end it because I try to get like at least an hour. But when we vibing like this, man, I'm just on. I'm just on. It don't even feel like it's been 2 hours, bro. It really hasn't. It doesn't feel like it. If you're offended by someone saying God bless, you're weird. Nah, people get offended, bro. Mike, people get offended, and I'll be like, man, listen. That's just me. I'm gonna be myself. Good healthy is always mental. Yeah, exactly. Steelers are doomed to forever be 9-8. Yeah. Steelers are. That's how the D is. Yep. Coast are playing Seattle, the West Coast, so you'll be able to watch it. It's a late game. Yeah, I'm gonna try to definitely do that Coast game. If everything's good, I'm gonna try to do that game because I want to see Phillip Rivers. Listen, I was joking about like the age where like I was like, yo, we might as well bring Tom Brady back. Tom Brady like 48 years old, and I was joking about Brett Favre, and my bull Mike said he 50 what? What'd you say, Mike? Mike was like, oh, he 50 what? I said. I'm not laughing because it's just funny because it's just like, yo, I didn't even know he was that old. He like 56, bro. He 56 years old. I'm like, yo, we could bring Brett Favre back. And then I said, nah, I care about his health. I don't want these 300-pound linemen, almost 400-pound linemen picking him up and slamming him by tackling him. And we don't want him to get hurt, man. So listen, respectfully, if you 50 years old, I don't want you coming back and playing in the NFL. Don't unretire and come back. And I say that respectfully. I'm not coming at Brett Favre. I'm just being honest. Brett Favre, don't even think about it. Colts are playing Dallas versus Packers. That game, it was hilarious. The Cowboys fans were storming into Jerry World. All I get blown out by the youngest number 7 seed ever. Facts, bro. Rodgers seems to look so much more broken down every week, though. Yeah, they're not protecting him. My bull, he's not in the chat right now, but shout out to my homie Trick Shot. He a Steelers fan, and he was saying it from the very beginning of the season, pretty much. Like he was like, "Yo, our offensive line is bad, right? And how do we protect Aaron Rodgers?" And they haven't really protected Aaron Rodgers, and it sucks though, bro. It really does suck. Because I listen. And it sucks because even if he was with the Vikings, it would because people are like, oh, we should have got Aaron Rodgers. Just because you have Aaron Rodgers don't mean that you're going to do good because the offensive line isn't consistent. As a Viking fan, our offensive line been banged up all season long, bro. All season long, bro. You go from Donovan Jackson, our rookie that we just drafted, got hurt, had to get wrist surgery. Will Fries, I think, was in all season, I think. Ryan Kelly's been out. Christian Darrisaw's been out. Brian O'Neill's been out. Our whole offensive line's been out at least a couple of games besides Will Fries, I believe. What's going on, Break Forever? What's good? Hey, what's good with my brother from another mother? What's good? You were correct, 100. Yeah, man. We did it in the 2012 and 2013 season Ravens. Facts, bro. It happens. People be making it seem like, oh, you got to be the first seed. Yes, I'm not sitting there saying that the first seed isn't a good thing. But as long as you get to the playoffs, bro, listen, that first seed can choke. That first seed can lose. It happens in every sport, especially in football, because it's only one game. In the NBA, it's different because it's like you got a best of 7. In the NFL, you just got to win one game. One game and move on. What's going on? 5362. Debo, what's going on, Debo? My boy, Brave Forever. Cypher Poet, what's good? Mike in the building. Christopher Reels in the building. 7633's in the building. I'm a Vikings fan. Oh, I missed this. But why can we not find a franchise quarterback but Packers pull one out of their... You know what, bro? M3 Lab, I missed your comment. I'm not sure if you're still on. It's just scouting, bro, and developing. It's scouting and developing. If you thought JJ McCarthy wasn't going to be ready this season, why they put all their eggs in one basket and not have a decent backup for before the start of the season? We barely got a backup quarterback, and his name is Carson Wentz, and he got hurt. He just got on the team prior to the season starting in it was what is it, 2 weeks prior to the season starting? Why would you sign? You can't even make this stuff up, bro. You can't even make this stuff up. And this is why I said the most important position after the starting quarterback is the backup quarterback, because if your starting quarterback goes down, your season is pretty much cooked unless you did your research and got someone that's a quality backup. Some of these teams like the Vikings, and I'm a Viking fan, I'm speaking on it because it's the truth. They had Sam Howell, bro, as their backup. And then they had we had Carson Wentz. But but getting back to your question, it's all about developing, bro. And knowing what you have, bro. Kevin O'Connell and crazy hyped up JJ McCarthy he was ready. You know what I mean? I understand he's a rookie pretty much. Well, not really a rookie, but a rookie. But it's dang, bro, y'all made it seem like this man was ready, and he's not really ready, because he's not ready to run your offense, even though he sat a year. You had to simplify your offense because he wasn't ready to run your offense the way you wanted to run your offense, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. But you put all your eggs in one basket, and you didn't have a quality backup for the whole offseason. We just got Carson Wentz, bro. That's the issue I have right now with Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell. Y'all put JJ McCarthy in the worst situations because you didn't have a quality backup, bro. Sam Howell was our backup, bro. And then he was so bad in the preseason, you said, no, we can't go that route. We got to go get Carson Wentz. It's bro, what are we doing? Why would you wait until the end? You wait to literally the very beginning of the season to finally get your backup quarterback, which is crazy, bro. Crazy. He said, Mike said, you got to find your quarterback. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate you. He said, you got to find your quarterback and then build from the trenches outward. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. Most teams forget this, which is why we think quarterbacks are bust until they go to a good team. That is so true. You know, the issue with the Vikings is they thought they fixed the offensive line, but they thought wrong. You know, Ryan Kelly, yes, he's a Pro Bowl center, but he had multiple concussions, and we had 2 concussions within almost 2 weeks. So he missed some games. Christian Darrisaw missed games coming off an ACL tear or MCL tear. And then Brian O'Neill missed some games from a knee sprain or something. I don't even know what he got hurt for. But and then our rookie got hurt. It's just, I don't want to say it's bad luck, but it's just bad timing when it comes to injuries. And it kind of set us back when it comes to JJ McCarthy and his development, because you want to have the best offensive line possible for your young quarterback, and it wasn't the case for most of the season. It sucks to say it, but it's true. Yeah, playoffs. Packers fan here, don't hate on me. Oh, you good, bro? Just like listening to different fan. Oh man, Ronnie, what's good with you? You welcome to the YouTube channel, brother. Salute to you. But respectfully speaking, when we play your Packers, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. We're going to get revenge when we play y'all again. I say that respectfully, with all love, Ronnie Harper. With all love, we will beat the brakes off of the Packers next time we play y'all. I say that with all love, but you're welcome to the YouTube family. This is all love at the end of the day. And I always say everybody is welcome to the YouTube channel, whether you're a Viking fan or not. He said, New Viking says, go, let's go. Eric in the Nice Sports Vibes, skull, brother, skull to all the purple family. Skull. Let's go, baby. Packers will never draft a quarterback and start them. They believe in development too much. Yeah. And that's the issue. Like, I just feel like we don't have nobody to be in front of JJ. That was the issue. That's the issue, bro. Sam Howell? Did we get the guy Sam Howell? Yes, we had him, bro. Malik might be released at the end of the season. Someone needs him. Vikings will beat the Cowboys 24-13. Go to the freaking bowl, baby. I love that. I love that. He said, Chris Rose, yep, skull. Think the lowest on the poll is normally first, second, third. Yeah, I got you. I agree. Skull, baby. Hey, what's going on? 3P, what's good? Some play trash on purpose to get traded and show out ASAP with a new team. That could happen too. That could happen. Hey, Ingram, man, what's good, man? You be hating on my squad, bro. And I got love for you, bro. But man, like, first of all, I haven't been seeing you in the chat, man. I love seeing you in the chat. But I gotta say this with all due respect, man. What's going on with your Eagles, man? Like, I gotta ask you that question, man. Like, what happened to your offense, bro? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just asking a question. Don't get mad at the messenger. You know what I mean? I'm just asking a question. Well, what's going on with the Eagles, man? You talk about my Vikings. What's going on with your Eagles? Y'all the defending champs. Y'all looking like y'all can't score. Y'all look like and I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. The man threw for like 4 interceptions the last game. I'm like, gosh, Lee, Jalen Hurts, what you doing? What Jalen Hurts up to? What is Jalen Hurts doing? So listen, bro. What's going on with Jalen Hurts? Saquon had the best game probably of the year with 120 rushing yards. What's going on with my guy Jalen Hurts? I'm still a Jalen Hurts guy. You know what I mean? I always rock with Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? He said, we'll be all right. All right, bro. All right. That's all you can say? We be all right. All right. What else? What's going on with you, though? You're not answering the question. Yeah, Mike, what's going on with him? I'm a Brandon. And watch the Broncos. We still control the winning. Yeah, you can win the division. That is true. As long as you get to the playoffs, that's all that matters. But your offense is a little bit suspect right now, bro. And I say that with all due respect. I'm not trying to come at you, bro. Your offense, and I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. What is it? Is it your offensive line? Is it your offensive coordinator? What is going on? Give me your honest perspective, your honest opinion about your Eagles when it comes to their offense, because I wasn't expecting this from your offense. Your offense was so much better last season when y'all won the Super Bowl. I'm from an outside looking in, I think it's your offensive coordinator. That's my biggest thing. Offensive coordinator for me is the reason why the Eagles are not looking good on offense. And since they're not looking good on offense, it's affecting your defense because your defense is on the football field. Kind of like the Vikings. Not as bad as the Vikings. The Vikings defense is always on the football field because their offense is like struggled throughout the season. But I'm just being honest here. He said, boo, Eagles. What if the Vikings, hold up, 2 turnovers on 1 play is the wildest? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, my bull was telling me about that. He said, what if the Vikings make a play for a starting quarterback in Ohio who's not Joe Burrow? Who you talking about? Poet, you got to break it down for me, brother. Poet, you got to break it down for a brother. Break it down for a brother. Break it down for a brother. Go to the freaking bowl, baby. And everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And this is how I truly feel. Salute to everybody that's in the building, rocking with your boy on this wonderful Thursday night. We just vibing right now. Right now, Eastern time is 9:15 p.m. and we are vibing. You feel me? I'm hype right now. I just got my celery nasty juice and I am hype, by the way. I believe it's both the offensive coordinator and O-line. Goshly. Dang. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. He talking about Sanders and Browns. Oh, he talking about Sanders and Browns? Oh, my gosh. Can somebody help me? Hold on now. Hey, I didn't think about that. Hey, listen, somebody help a brother. He said, what did he say? Hold on. He said, what if the Vikings make a play for a starting quarterback in Ohio who's not Joe Burrow? I'm thinking to myself, like, who is he talking about? I said, who is he talking about? I said, break it down for a brother. And my boy Mike said, he talking about Shadir. I'm going to tell you this right now. It ain't happening. As much as I like Shadir, they wouldn't want that type of smoke. They wouldn't want that type of competition for JJ McCarthy. Because I ain't going to sit here and lie. Shadir looks pretty darn good. And I think Shadir will find Justin Jefferson. I'm just going to just tell you that right now. No matter what this offensive line looks like, he going to find Justin Jefferson. I don't know if the offense will look totally better with Shadir than JJ McCarthy, but I know for a fact Shadir likes to sling that football, and that ball will go to Justin Jefferson more times than not. I'm just giving y'all my opinion. I'm not saying Shadir's better than JJ. I'm not saying JJ's better than Shadir. But what I am saying is this. They don't want that type of smoke in Minnesota. They're not going to do that. It'll be too much of a quarterback controversy. My thing is, may the best one win, but they don't want that type of smoke. They don't want a fifth rounder beating out a first rounder. They don't want that. I'm not saying it would have happened, but just thinking about it, first of all, a lot of Viking fans won't want that. Some Viking fans would want that because they want to have quarterback competition. May the best man win. At the end of the day, we're trying to win a Super Bowl. But some people really don't like Shadir. No matter how good Shadir plays, they don't want Shadir in Minnesota, bro. I say that with respect. I'm not talking to all Viking fans. I'm talking for some. A lot of Viking fans ain't going to want Shadir coming to Minnesota. They're not going to want that. And then they're going to, and then, like, I don't know. They're not going to want him. But I wouldn't mind because I would like quarterback competition. Do I think that Shadir could run the overall offense better than JJ McCarthy? I'm not going to sit here and cap. I know that he'll get the ball to Justin Jefferson, but I don't know if he'll be able to run this offense because I think even with Shadir, you're going to have to run the dang on ball, and he's not going to run the ball, and he's not going to. And if he doesn't simplify the offense, Shadir's going to look kind of like similar to JJ McCarthy, in my opinion. I don't know. But he will sling that ball, though. That's one thing about him. He will sling that ball. Shadir Skull. Let's go, Shadir. Skull. This. Oh, baby. Skull, everybody. Yeah. Shadir is a high-key ball right now. If you watch his throws, they're very but the only issue Vikings would never, bro. Would I do it? I would trade because I feel like the Browns are going to draft a quarterback in the first round in this draft. They don't believe in Shadir Sanders. Even if Shadir does good for these last 4 games, they don't believe in Shadir. Would I want Shadir in the Minnesota Viking uniform for quarterback competition? I would, but they don't want that type of smoke. They want JJ, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Unless they bring a veteran that's young that can take over the job, I don't think they're going to bring in another quarterback that's like a developmental quarterback that's young, like JJ McCarthy, probably like a year or two older than JJ. But they don't want that, bro. They don't want that type of competition in the quarterback room. I just don't see them wanting it. They didn't even do it with Kirk Cousins. They didn't do it with Kirk Cousins, bro. Like Kirk Cousins was a veteran quarterback, but we didn't even want to have a quality backup for him, bro, because of so-called competition. With a young quarterback that's a top 10 pick, bro, they're not bringing in no Shadir Sanders for him to look good. Say, hypothetically speaking, right? Say JJ McCarthy gets hurt, right? And Shadir Sanders gets to start, and he looks good. Bro, they don't want that, bro. They don't want that. Like, come on. Like, they don't want that. And I don't know. I'm just being honest, Mike. I know Mike was like giving Shadir compliments on some of his throws, but Mike, they're not. And I know who asked me that question. My boy, Cypher Poet. They're not going to want that smoke, bro. They're not going to want it. That's the issue. Too much of a distraction in people's eyes. So I just feel like it will never happen. But me personally, would I try it out to see who can win? I would. That's just my opinion. But they would never. Shadir is absolutely better than. Oh man, he said not. He said Shadir is absolutely better than JJ. Wait to see. I'll say wait to see. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all Super Hawk smash that like button. It is free. Super Hawk smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. McCarthy is a bust. Hold on. Burrow and Jefferson would be a dynamic duel. Bring Chase. Hey, no, we can't bring Chase in because we don't have enough to get Chase. I feel like we don't have. Listen, we can only bring one of the. We can't bring Joe and Chase. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If you was to make a trade, you'll trade for Burrow. But the thing about it, and I love Joe Burrow, but we got to think about the injury prone issues. But if he's healthy, we know he's a top 5. Now I'm not going to say top 5. I'm going to say top 3. Let's put some. Who better than Joe Burrow when he's healthy, right? Like realistically, you got Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Who else? You could probably put Lamar Jackson there too when he's on point. Other than them, he's like top 3, top 4 quarterback, bro. There's nobody really better than Joe Burrow, and that's how much respect I got for Joe Burrow because he's really that guy, right? One of the most accurate throwers, one of the great. He's a good quarterback. He just gets hurt. That's my only issue. But I think the Justin Jefferson tandem with Joe Burrow will be better than even Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And I said it, and I ain't stuttering when I said it. If Joe Burrow was to come to Minnesota in a trade, and I'm not hating on JJ McCarthy, but I'm just saying, if he was to come to Minnesota, bro, him, Joe Burrow, and Justin Jefferson, breaking records, bro. It'll be a wrap. It would be a wrap. I'm telling y'all. All we got to do is keep them healthy. That's the biggest issue. You got to make sure the offensive line is on point. So, talk that talk. Yeah, bro. Eric, you know the vibes. He said, if they don't want that, you shouldn't want them. They're not wanting what's best for you. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Mike. The problem is, like I said, bro, they ain't going to want that competition, Mike. They're not going to want that. Just saying it. Yes, Shannon, you're right. You're right. My whole thing is this. It would be amazing. It would be awesome. It would be terrific. It would be outstanding. I would drive to Cincinnati and say, yo, bro, I'm gonna drive you to to Minnesota, baby. You could be our quarterback, bro. I'll be first in line for that. But I don't think it's happened. Listen, I don't really say I don't think it's gonna happen because I'm gonna say this, bro. There's always a possibility if Joe Burrow asks to be traded after this offseason. I mean, after this season. There always is a possibility. Because imagine him with a top 10 defense like this. This would be amazing. The only issue is next season, if Brian Flores leaves, like, this defense is not going to be a top 10 defense, bro. I say that respectfully. Because, like, Brian Flores, like, is a very good defensive-minded coach. He is a defensive coordinator, obviously, but he's a very good defensive-minded coach. Like, great, really good. I'll say good. And he's making his defense with, like, we have talented players, right? But we don't have a superstar talented player like a Myles Garrett, like a Aiden Hutchinson, like a Michael Parsons. I'm talking about like a pass rusher. We do have some pass rushers. Don't get it twisted, but we don't have that. And our defense is still getting dudes off the field. Even if we're not getting the turnovers, our defense is getting these guys to go 3 and out. They're not giving up many points. This defense has been shutting it down all season long. All season long, bro. Just saying it'll be awesome. You in Minnesota? No, I'm not in Minnesota. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm Philly, everything besides Minnesota, besides NFL. And the reason why I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania is because of the great Randy Moss, the greatest wide receiver of all time in my eyes, in my opinion. This is nothing against all the other great wide receivers, but I feel like Randy Moss is the greatest of all time. That's just my opinion. I'm like, yeah. And so, yes, but I've been to my first Minnesota Viking game this season. I went to the Falcons game. We took the L. I met a lot of great people. I was in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is a great city. I can't wait to go again, meet more cool people. It's a good atmosphere, man. I had my wife with me. We was just having a good time, man. It was a good vibe. Like, I'm all about good vibes. It was a good vibe. McCarthy is let's keep it PG, but I get what you're saying, though. People got their opinions about JJ McCarthy. We gonna see, bro. I know people gonna say he's not good, but we gonna see. Our luck if Burrow came, we'd have as Burrow would get hurt behind our own line. We haven't kept healthy. Yeah, we have to do better in the draft in general. And plus, I get it. Like you would have to give up a lot of stuff to go get him. That's the issue. But he makes up for the deficiencies if he can stay healthy. He said, Mike is talking that talk. He said, Mike said, I don't like any quarterback afraid of competition. You're complacent at that. No, this is the issue though, Mike. Not with you, but this is how I'm thinking. I don't even think it's JJ McCarthy. I don't think it's him that would say no to Shadir. I don't think JJ McCarthy's scared of competition. But from the history of being a Viking fan, when it comes to, I'm talking about just Kirk Cousins' situation. When we had Kirk Cousins, they didn't want no type of competition in that room, bro. And I think it would be the same thing with JJ McCarthy. Not saying, but I think that was Kirk Cousins that time. This right here, I don't think JJ McCarthy would say no, but they don't want the smoke. They don't want the controversy. The Vikings don't want the drama because if you was to bring Shadir in, and JJ McCarthy is not the guy that we think he is, and like say we go to week 5 and JJ McCarthy struggling big time with the offense, bro, I guarantee you Viking fans are going to scream for Shadir Sanders to play. And they don't want that because they're putting all their eggs in one basket right now. Now we'll see what they do in the offseason, depending on how JJ does for the rest of the season. But I don't see them getting a player like Shadir. They would get a veteran player before they get a Shadir Sanders. Like, would I want Shadir for competition purposes and see what happens? I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But they're not going to do it. We still got people saying that Shadir is trash. Even after what he's doing against so-called bad teams, he's putting up numbers and he's looking decent, and they still say he's trash. So I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't like any quarterback. Flores should be our head coach, and Kevin needs to be fired. Plain and simple. Hey, listen, a lot of people are thinking like that. You not wrong. You're not the only one. Bro refuses to say Michael Parsons and always calls him. I say Michael Parsons. My bad. Makes me laugh every time. Oh, my bad. Michael Parsons. Gorgeous Stadium. Yeah, gorgeous stadium. Honestly, that was my first professional football stadium I ever been to. So I can't say it's the best stadium, what it looks like, but I'm going to say it's the best stadium ever. I know it's not McCarthy, but I just think in general in offices, when they don't want competition, you don't want what's best for your team. Right. That's a wild thing to say, bro. It's true because it's like, don't you want the best, bro? Like they bring competition for every other group, running backs, wide receiver. Well, besides the top 2 wide receivers, there's competition, right? Running backs for the most part. Every other position group, bro. Only quarterback in history that's played worse than McCarthy is Jamarcus. Yo, I can't. I really hope JJ McCarthy plays really good for these last 4 games because it's bad right now. Like there is and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You can have your opinion. I just hope the best for JJ because it's bad for a lot of Viking fans really don't mess with JJ McCarthy. Like even after that game against the Commanders, they're like, man, he's still not good. I'm like, all right, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's good. I'm not gonna say he's bad. I'm like neutral, but like I said, these last 4 games is going to determine a lot about the Vikings and what they do for the future. Because I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't play decent, bro, listen, there's going to be some moves. I'm telling you. I understand people want to say give him 3 to 4 years. I don't see it happening in Minnesota. I don't see it happening in Minnesota. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But shout out to everybody in the building. I am getting off. I want to say God bless to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button. Share. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan or anybody that likes football talk, that has good energy, good vibes, share. It could be your grandma, your grandpa, your cousins, your uncles, your nephews, your nieces, everybody. Your son, your daughter, your wife, your anybody, your girlfriend, anybody. Your husband, your whatever. You know what I mean? But thank you for so much for y'all support. And he said, brother, he said, brother, it's not opinion, it's facts. McCarthy of now is the second worst. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hey, listen, statistically, you right. Listen. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to get him in the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to be positive, and we'll see what happens for the rest of the season. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. God bless you, brother. Have a good day, a good night. Just got here. Oh man, it's all good, man. It's all good. Thank you for even vibing with me. I don't know. After last game, he's got to pass 2 to 3 others. Yeah. Maybe 5 to 6 worst in history now. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Peace out. Peace.